open on my main YouTube and my main Twitch account. So with that being stated, is everybody... Wait, I forgot to do something for you guys.
Do we want to
Everybody
restart?
ready? No.
No, we do not have to restart. I just need to stream this. The image and the visuals and the sounds and visuals.
That looks fantastic.
It does look
Everybody talk at once to make sure that the audience knows that we're here.
It is a wonderful piece of grand guignol.
Oh no, now I'm gonna turn it off. No, one thing that just happened for some reason. I'll have to turn off CG preview for the stream. The mini player just like pieced out. So you guys, not Twitch, are going to see my YouTube really quickly. There we go. And we're gonna go back to CG previews, and it's like nothing ever changed.
Are we supposed to hear something right now?
Nope, I haven't hit the play button.
Alright.
Alright. Is everybody ready?
I am.
For a hunt to the road trip.
no.
Yes, sir.
Now you want out, kitty? What the fuck? Alright, yeah, go.
Bingo.
Actually, can we all do like an real quick before we even start? Can we do like an like I want to do like top down like audio check on all of us just to see if it sounds fine on the stream.
My mic
Red
sounds
leader
nice.
signing in.
All right.
One at a time.
Everyone all at once.
Okay, Joshy, you direct this audio.
Okay, AC, you go first.
1, 2, 3. I'm hyped to do this after all these months, and I go.
Okay, Bone.
Hello, I'm Bonathan Bard. How are you doing today?
You might want to turn Bone up a smidgen.
Yeah.
Alright, am I turned up a smidgen at all?
Wait, let me turn on.
Apparently. So I just saw Bone's like entire fucking profile on stream.
Oh,
What?
Whoops.
I'm glad we have somebody to check. Thank you, Joshy. Thank you for your service.
Well, Bone's good now, by the way. I'm also fine because I'm hearing myself talk.
Alright, Justin, go?
My
Yes.
mic sounds nice. Check 1.
Do I turn Justin up or down?
Yeah, turn Justin a little bit up.
Okay.
My
My mic sounds nice. Check 2.
how's that sound?
Smidgen more.
Alright.
Smidgen more.
Just a smidgen?
Justin, one more time.
My mic sounds nice. Check 3.
How's that?
That should be good, yeah. Alright, now Noir.
Well, I'm just a crazy guy in a wonderful world. Be sure to check out my hit novel coming out this season.
Perfect.
Roboot.
Hello, I am here.
I'm turning you up.
Okay,
Okay, speak again.
I will speak again to verify the veracity of my audio.
Joshy, how is it?
Turn him up again.
Alright, further beyond. Roboot, go.
Plus Ultra, I like anime.
Alright, Joshy.
Joshy,
Bit more, bit more.
Bit more?
damn, am I that quiet?
Alright, okay. Roboot again, just say anything.
Dappa-doopa-dappa-doopa-da-dee-bia.
Joshy, how about now?
Smidgen. Smidgen.
Ah!
Smidgen. Like, Robot, don't change anything on your end. Let AC change it on
I'm
his
not.
end.
Speak a little bit more.
I like tabletop role-playing games.
How's that?
Joshy,
Tiny bit more.
There we go. Okay, Roboot, speak.
I'm speaking. I will speak continuously unless told to shut up.
Alright, Joshy, how's
I
that?
think that should be fine.
All right.
Okay.
The final boss, Sim.
Check 1, check 2. Is that GIF going to be staring at everyone watching the stream the entire time?
No, it's just a lonely island.
Smidgen, a smidgen. Turn up a smidgen.
All right, Sim, go again.
Check 2.
How's that?
Yeah, that's good. Okay, we're all good.
We're all good. All right. Now I will ask for real this time. Is everybody ready for
Whoa!
Hunter
As far as I
Roadtrip?
can tell.
Whoa!
Well then,
I sure am.
The
Get
road
ready
to
to
hell
die.
is
Let's-
paved with
course.
us.
let's begin. You find yourselves in a wooded area at midnight, with your only motivation to do such a thing being held within your hands. A letter addressed to each of you. You received these letters after a turning point in your stories, when you realized that what you thought was fiction was reality hiding in plain sight. You start double checking the coordinates on the letters. And time for me to throw up the first CG.
AC, real quick, you might want to turn up the audio for the music.
Alright, cool, I can actually do that. No, I can't. Wait. How's that?
Good.
Alright, there we go. Cool. And now our first CG. And now, as you each slowly approach your destinations. So, Joshi, who is your character?
Are we like given like a traditional like?
Describe it.
It's just like an intro. Just describe your character.
All right. There is a. If you are there currently with anyone else, you would notice an individual of a pretty unremarkable size and shape. A Caucasian male. Is the best way to describe it, because it is as if this man is the picture of a regular person. Nothing really stand out other than he is a body.
AC, are you gonna throw up the art? of
Oh,
it?
I forgot to throw up the concept art really quickly. It's a little bit rough, but here you go. So how does your character kind of approach the bus? Or whatever, the darkness.
To most people looking at him, it would seem as if he was just a normal person looking at a vehicle about to enter it. What is subtly actually happening is that this individual is looking and studying the bus in great detail, checking every corner of his surroundings.
I will say it is also like really dark, so you're like observing in the darkness. I also did a bit of a whoopsies, but you know what? We continue. So,
Did you know that you can loop YouTube audio by right-clicking on it?
oh, the mini player is weird about that. You know what? I gotta do.
Okay.
Working
Yep.
out our audio issues live.
We'll iron this out later on as we go.
Fix it in post.
Yeah. So.
We haven't done this before.
Yeah. So. Roboot. Who is Zach? How do they appear, and how do they approach?
Well, from a distance, you'd assume that Zach is some lost youth wandering the woods with a headlamp on, and in his hand he is holding a tripod, a folded up tripod with a camera attached to it. That camera is recording right now. He's wandering through the woods, recording for prosperity's sake, As he's wandering through the woods, anyone watching would notice the mildly glowing amethyst pendant hanging from his neck. It was a gift he received from some friends back home. But that's not important right now. What's important is as Zach approaches the bus, he sticks the camera to it. He faces the camera towards it, and he just says, "I don't know what this is, guys, but I got this letter inviting me to these coordinates, and I'm just gonna make sure no one's gonna try to kill me. So I'll see you guys next time." And he hits the button on the camera to stop recording.
And so Steph. I actually called the player there the character's name. So Justin, how does Steph approach?
Steph is kind of like power walking her way toward the bus in question. Like, it's sort of like it's this distinct mixture of like I'm very like visibly nervous a little bit because on one hand I went out in the middle of the night to a mysterious locale. And kind of like a sense of like distinct excitement because this is also the most interesting thing that's happened to her in a little while, and also secretly a thing that she thinks that she's been planning for almost probably the past couple of years. You see this kind of like distinct, like probably late 20s, kind of like medium height individual. This girl with kind of like mid-length bangs that just go a little bit past her ears. Well, not the bangs, now but like kind of like black hair that's kind of like stung up in like kind of like a little ducktail, ponytail type thing. Thick rectangular glasses. Kind of like an off-white button down that has effectively a detective's trench coat over it. A black medium length skirt where the sides have been kind of cut out so that it's a bit easier for her to move around in. And wearing these kind of like black flat shoes as well. As she approaches the bus, she puts away her little phone that she's effectively been using as a flashlight this whole time and shoves it into one of her pockets. And just kind of takes takes like a look to the left, look to the right, and then this kind of like meek exterior personality fades away ever so slightly as you see this like almost comical all toothy smile kind of creep across her face as she makes her way into the bus.
All right. So, Sim, who is Jerry and how do they approach?
Jerry is a shortish, stocky man, early mid-30s, wears a lot of leather, rough-looking exterior, kind of scary looking if you'd see him in the dark. He's not he's pretty noticeable as he approaches the bus. There's a lot of branches snapping and no real attempt to hide his presence.
Any other thing, or is that like it?
I think that's it. He's got a flashlight.
Alright. And and now we go to so Noir, who is your character and how do they approach?
My character is Dr. Tim Arkham. He is an elderly man from New England who is from somewhat of a rich but cursed family. And he is currently traveling, seeking information that he once thought hidden with his young nephew, Charlie, who is sort of lagging a little bit behind him, sheepish lad, carrying a little crate that's a bit bigger than a large toolbox. Because Dr. Tim is a man who walks with a cane and cannot carry these things all by himself. He's got a bit of a little mop of red hair, but with a white streak down the front. He's got a rather old-fashioned style of dress. He just sort of wears black jeans, black shoes, just sort of like a nice button-up. He usually wears a duster over that, and he's carrying a cane with a silver wolf's head on it.
Now, would you like me to show the portrait of Charlie?
Certainly. Go right ahead.
Oh wait, that was the wrong one. I misnamed it. I searched the wrong folder. This is what you're supposed to be seeing. Artist mistake.
This is my nephew, Charles Dexter Arkham. The last member of the Arkham family. My assistant, you could call him.
And now, that appears to be everybody who has gathered around this dark foresty area so far. And as you gather here around this darkness, something's just a little bit off. Some of you seem vaguely familiar to each other, despite the fact that none of you have really actually met. Do you seem to have vague memories of one another? Do you remember anything prior to this?
Zach looks to Steph. I think I've seen you somewhere before.
I mean, I feel like I could say the same to you. Do you do like urban exploration videos?
Yeah, I'm the guy that had that kind of blew up a while ago.
Right.
Got attacked by
Yeah.
that thing.
I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, I think the only memory that vaguely seems to remember you is I think I told somebody in our in an immediate proximity to you to fuck off or so. I don't quite fucking remember. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it's a bit of a mess. I swear I'll remember one thing one day and it's like, ugh,
Memory is like that sometimes.
Does anybody else? Does anybody else vaguely remember something about prior events with meeting the crowd that's gathered around?
So Seven kind of chimes up a little bit to both Jerry and Arkham. Haven't I met you guys before somewhere?
You ever go to Queens?
Can't say I have. Could have sworn that it just reminded me of some guys I was on a job with once. A bit back.
I ran a bartender in Queens up until a couple months ago. Do you have any idea what this is all about?
You got a weird letter too?
Yeah.
I don't know. Not 100% certain. It
Sorry,
does seem
Josh.
like...
Go on.
Oh. It does seem like some kind of weird invite. I assume that since you all got it too, you guys are a bit familiar with various, let's say, things to go bump in the night.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Get that camera off me.
It's off.
I mean, in an ideal scenario, the only thing going bump in the night is me, but I do know what you mean.
I'll say, if that is what everybody wants to say about their memories and their vague remembrances of it,
I think so. I think I'll have Seven kind of also point to Arkham a bit. You and specifically your son, nephew.
He's my nephew.
Yeah, nephew seemed very familiar to me. Are you sure we also didn't meet up somewhere before?
There's something about your face. I can't put a pin in it, but I think I had a dream about you last Thursday.
Quick question, AC.
I don't
Did
have
you,
dreams very often.
did you see the thing I pinged you with?
Let me
The
check.
dice channel?
Yeah, I want to make a joke about that, but I feel like we don't know each other well enough yet for me to start on my shit.
That's a great introduction.
Give it a couple weeks. Or maybe a week. I don't know how long this is gonna be.
So what is this? Some kind of YouTube meetup or something?
I don't think it's any type of meetup like that. We've been summoned here earlier.
So, as you all have vague memories of something that happened where you were all grouped together before, but you can't quite place it. Some bits, some pieces, something maybe about some, a hunt of sorts. But there's something else that kinda is in the corner of your mind. It feels like there's someone missing. It feels like there is somebody that should be amongst the group who is not. But before this truly sinks in, you see a light flash directly into your eyes from the direction of the bus. And as it shines, you see somebody almost coming from it, as if it was a door opening of sorts. And you see a very strange-looking man who is staring directly at all of you. Well, lads, it seems you lot received my letters.
Zach holds up the letter. Yeah, I think so.
So, as soon as I will say that for Seven's sake, during the flash of light, Seven had already reached into his pocket to grab his gun at the ready. So when he sees this man, he kind of lowers it a bit, but is still like a little has it out though.
Fear not, young lad. I mean you no harm. But you go.
All right. Just don't pop up on a guy you invited because you know he's good with guns.
Fair point, fair point.
I think I've seen you before. That's a face I can't forget.
Oh,
I remember you having a bigger forehead.
well, I had a wax job done up there. It sells the illusion and whatnot of forehead. It's complicated.
Like, I get it, at your age, you're probably getting loads of work done, it's fine.
But, good, but I'm glad that you're all able to trust me enough to head to coordinates in the middle of a wooded area in the dead of night.
Hey, I didn't come empty-handed. And Zach like pulls out his sword from his backpack.
I'd question hiring you if you did. Now then, time for a little head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But right after he says 5, he turns around towards the light and audibly mumbles, 6. Oh, I almost forgot. There was a guy with you. Hunter guy, skinny fellow, good with computers, glasses and such. You know, the man can introduce himself. The mysterious bus driver returns into the doorway behind him. You hear him yell in a strange Scottish accent, "It's go time, lad!" You all seem to wait, almost in a weird anticipation of sorts, as this 6th person walks out. They approach. They have a thin frame. They have glasses and appear to be wearing all black.
You can call me Virgil. All my friends do. And I believe you are the ones I'm supposed to meet with. And he's gonna head back into the bus
Yeah, okay.
This
Nah.
guy kind of reminds me of my friend.
Is that the... Oh, a friend of yours. I think that was the, original attempt. He was a little, You see, there's a little bit of a test of sorts I had set up and whatnot, and there was a weird sixth member. He went by the name of, like, Carmine and whatnot. I've tried to scour all over for the man. Really hard to find, so I just hired a professional.
Well, no, it's another friend of mine. He's a good friend of mine. He brings me stuff.
Oh, I see. All right. Okay. Now we have everything ready to go, so I think, it's time to tour our, base of operations, if you might. Does everybody want to come on board?
It's cold outside, and this vest isn't really doing good against the cold, so...
What season
Gladly.
is it again?
Autumn.
Yeah, I'll gladly step in, thank you.
Yeah, no, I actually kind of assumed we were already on the bus, but like, yeah, no, if we weren't already on, I'm getting on now.
Charlie is almost heading ahead of Dr. Arkham to get on board because he can set the stuff down. And Dr. Arkham, as usual, is bringing up the rear.
So you all finally enter, the bus. Now, time for a quick little, tour guide of sorts. No, he's heading in. Now, alright, lads. First floor, very spacious. Has a lot of chairs. There's a driver's seat over there. But I think what you want to know about this floor is, and he walks towards near the end, near the doorway in the back. And there seems to be a latch. Here's the storage compartment, or what I dub the item box. It stores any inanimate objects, and it can store up to anything you can stuff in it, and then some. Anything.
We might be having a technical difficulty.
Oh.
Nor said he couldn't hear, and he's, I'm going to assume he's heading back in, but he headed out right now.
Oh, I see.
It's fucked.
Are you good?
That's fine.
Alright, wait,
Seems to be. Can you hear us?
I can't, alright, can you hear us?
Yeah, you're good. Sorry about that.
No problem. Alright, then, back to it. Now this storage compartment can store any and all inanimate objects inside of it. Anything. Now then, other than the item box of near infinite storage, I don't really know the limits. I don't even know if it has one. He closes the...
Did you say this was in the floor?
It was on the floor, yes.
Wait, on, or is it like a compartment in the floor?
It's a compartment in the floor.
Alright.
So I close the latch. And the bus driver proceeds to sprint up the stairs, but he runs right back around. Oh yeah, by the way, there's the toilet over there, right next to the stairs. I forgot about that, whoops.
How do you, clean that out?
Septic tank.
There's some ways. You wouldn't really want to know about them.
Okay,
Big
understandable.
hoses.
Like an RV.
Now anyway, are you ready for the upstairs?
Sure.
He sprints up the stairs. And I'm assuming you all follow him up there. Now lads, here is the living quarters I have assumed for you. On the right is some bunks, around 4 bunks each. Over there. Not 4 bunks each. I mean 4 beds. Over here's a sleeping bag I have prepared for one of you. And then out here, right next to here, there's a folding couch and even a dog bed for your canine companion. As he says, looking at Dr. Arkham.
Did you say the dog was in a crate?
I'd ask how you knew I'd bring the dog, but that's probably a good question. Mighty nice of you, though.
No problem. I have my ways, you know. There's also a mini fridge. You can store it up to, I had to get a real cheap one. He seems to pick up a mini fridge that is not illustrated, but just assume it is a tiny Spider-Man mini fridge that can store up the 4 cans of soda.
Seven looks
It's a
at
small mini fridge.
Seven looks at it being specifically Spider-Man and looks back to the bus driver and says, "Any reason why specifically Spider-Man?"
It was on sale, and I figured that you couldn't go wrong with Spider-Man. It was either that or Frozen.
It was at the 99p store.
I would have gone
I
to
feel this might be an important question. When you say Spider-Man, do you mean it's Spider-Man patterned or it's shaped like Spider-Man?
It's patterned. It has Mr. Parker himself swinging on the front.
Okay, it is Spider-Man themed.
Yeah.
Virgil's gonna walk up and see if there's any liquid demon seed inside.
There appears to be 2 cans of liquid demon seed on the top, but 2 cans of an energy drink on the bottom. A strange, brand new hip energy drink that goes by the name of Frog Gulp.
Hey, I think I got sponsored by these guys once. He grabs the frog gulp.
Oh, you're that type of influencer.
Well, it was only for one video, but yeah. He
Oh, I
cracks
know what
open the
I'm
frog
having
gulp and he
later.
drinks it.
Oh, while you're touring the mini fridge, I forgot to show off the elephant in the room. Well, the immaculate elephant. One I'm quite proud of. Behold! And he slaps the table in the center of the room. I call this bad boy the round table. You all stare at this table, each with this weird emblems and what appear to be wood burned into the surface. I made it myself.
Virgil's gonna look at the one on the bottom, and he's gonna take out a knife. Do you have the art of the knife?
I do have the art. I will be 1 second to go grab it. Got it.
Where did you find this symbol?
I have my ways, you know.
There is no way that knife is comfortable to hold.
You'd be surprised. And he's gonna put it back in his pocket.
Yeah, if you have enough will, you can jab anyone with anything, even if it has a fucked up handle.
Also, lads, here is the, oh god. Here is your little, and he opens the compartment in front of the table. The map. It's quite blank at the moment, but there's some tools in the bottom drawer, and on the door on the left, there's some also some tools, but also markers and red ribbons and such. So if you want to pin some photos on the map, whenever, you can. I don't have any photos for you at the moment. The ones to the right are blank example photos, but, you know, it's there if you want to use it. I figured it'd be a good place to keep in mind for our future business endeavors.
So I assume with the map being there, that's a guess that this is probably going to take over a week.
Alright. Alright it will, lad. However, we will not be going to the far western edge. We'll be going all over though. Just not there.
Who's gonna pay for gas?
You know, don't worry about gas. It won't be a problem.
Do you say far western side?
I meant to say that for reasons, none of our business inquiries happen to be in California.
Fair enough. Heard some shit went down in California.
Oh boy, did it, but it's been decades, so I think, but other than that, yeah, I think well, before we get on to the end, I do want to say, before we get the questions, you have two choices. It is the night, so you can either give your little sleeping quarters a go, get yourselves a rest and get yourselves comfortable in it, get used to it, and start investigating in the next day. Or you could do it right now, because our current task is in the town outside these very woods.
I think it'd be good for us to get to know each other.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea, considering we're all going to be working together for an extended period of time.
Alright, just remember, you can ask me questions. I won't promise to answer all of them, but, yeah. If you ever need anything, I'm gonna go back to my driver's seat.
All right.
He runs down the steps, and you hear him just run down there.
Oh, just a little.
Yeah, like that. He's like just scampering on down there, trying not to hit his head on the doorway.
Just like Delos table slamming.
So Virgil's gonna take a seat at his little symbol and start introducing himself. So I said my name is Virgil. I am apparently replacing someone that was around with you in some sort of test. I am a hunter from a particularly secretive organization, and I was told to come here as I heard this excursion would probably help me find my target. And he's gonna take out a photo and stand up right after sitting down, and would like to put on the corkboard.
You put...
This is... I gotta find out where I put his name. Shit. Shit.
I can type it.
George Langstrom. This is George Langstrom. He is currently running as governor for New York, and he is secretly a vampire. And I've been tasked with taking him out.
So you're gonna act.
What?
That's a high bar for, I guess, minute one.
Well, that's what you guys are here to help me with.
Vampire.
Yeah, kind of starting out a bit strong there. Your target's already a person in government.
Yes, this isn't the first time I've done these types of jobs, but this is probably the more high-profile one.
So you've done some shit then.
I've done some things, yes. But I'm also tasked with helping you guys out in order to establish a stronger hunter presence.
Well, I mean, you had me at vampire.
Exciting. So, who was up next? And he's gonna put this on the, and he's gonna like look for a little pin to put this on the corkboard.
Is he gonna spin his knife around the center of the table like?
Yeah, spin the knife around. Yeah, I was gonna.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna spin the knife around. I'm gonna like spin it and then like stop it, like it spin the bottle in the center of like that little like sun centerpiece. Where does it land, AC? You know what? Spin a pencil, and just see where it lands.
All right. We're gonna
roll a d6.
Roll it. Oh yeah, we're gonna roll a pencil. The grip stopped and it landed on Jerry.
All right, so now I'm going to have to kiss Jerry next. Go ahead, Jerry.
What was the question? Just like introducing ourselves to the group.
Why are you here? Like, what are you comfortable talking about your backstory?
Got a letter. Okay, so this guy's the vampire. This guy.
He is.
There are a lot of vampires in New York.
Probably. There's a lot of vampires in many places. And New York is a big place.
Vampires know each other.
They can.
Sorry, what's your name?
My
Jerry.
name is... Oh.
Very eager for us to know him.
So how did you get into this work?
I think I killed a vampire.
You think? I hope you did. Otherwise, that could have been a very bad thing.
All I know is he didn't show up on the security cameras when I was looking through them.
Security cameras. What type of security did you do?
It's at the bar I worked at. You know, the CCTV closed, whatever.
Oh god, I thought
Girl
that somebody played a like dropping pipe sound effect.
Whoops. There we go.
One of the regulars went
Zach, stop
missing.
dropping fucking metal pipes for content.
I'm not dropping anything.
Jerry,
Oh,
you
Out
go.
of character. Out of character.
Jerry, you go.
One of the regulars went missing. I was the last saw her talking to a guy who didn't show up on the security cameras. Followed him out to the alley the next time I saw him, and I don't think I've ever seen someone survive that many bullets to the chest not go down at least a little.
Well, feel free to spin the knife whenever you want to pass it on.
So does Jerry spin a knife?
Yeah.
That I spin.
And if it lands on the same thing, just go with whatever it's closer to.
It landed on Steph.
So throughout most of this, Steph was already kind of getting ready for bed. So you can see that like her hair is down. She has like Coke bottle glasses on instead of like the usual rectangular ones, and is now wearing a comically large T-shirt that just says, "Women want fish, I fear men," and then the word "they" much farther down the shirt. It doesn't say anything else in particular. It's just like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, we can do this now. My name is Steffi Brikownik. You can just call me Steph, though. That's fine. I am a manager for a accounting firm called Kane and Associates. Not spelled the way you probably think it is. Caine. So not. I don't think there's anything weird going on there with vampire stuff, but yeah, no. I'm here because, one, I hate my job and have maybe acquired a taste for monster blood a little bit in a metaphorical sense, because a zombie walked into my place when I was staying late one day to finish employee evaluations, and then I gutted him with a box cutter and a stapler.
How does a zombie just walk in?
You know, you wonder that kind of stuff, but then I kind of noticed that I remembered that our janitor was kind of acting weird for the past couple of days, so might have been him, might have been some other guy. I don't remember the janitor coming back. Maybe he died. He was really old. I don't remember.
Won't ever catch me working an office job.
Yeah, you're real lucky, huh, buddy? Yeah, no. Other than that, I don't know. If we go into Appalachia, I will probably try to find the Mothman. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep doing whatever I'm doing. If any of you are a fan of gacha games, I'll give you my friend code. All right, I'm gonna go to my bed now. I'm not going in the sleeping bag.
Oh, by the way, AC, we didn't do the overlay.
The overlay?
Yeah.
So the overlay was on OBS.
Oh, it's on OBS. All right.
It's on OBS. I've been handling it there the whole time.
Yeah, if the overlay didn't pop up, I'd be saying something about it. It is purely through the stream that they are seeing that.
If any,
All right,
also everything I've made sure to pop everybody's Foogies one at a time, even even not having your nameplate be visible before your introduction.
Yeah.
All right. So let's. So is there anything else you would like to share with the class, Steph?
I don't know.
I can sense the bloodthirst in there. Did you enjoy killing that zombie?
I mean, like, I'm definitely intrigued by the idea of taking all of my vacation days to go on a road trip where we get to stab things. But I mean, like, I don't know. It was pretty close. I mean, most of the things we're gonna be fighting are kind of close to people. I'm still kind of working through a lot of the moral repercussions. of killing things that were either have never been, or at the very least look human, or were human in some capacity. It's a whole sorted affair, but like I'm getting there, you know.
Well, I'm sure we'll run into many trolley problems.
Give it another one. I'll probably be over it. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll bottle it all up and it'll explode at some point during the road trip. That'll be fun.
Don't do that.
No, but like in a healthy way. Probably not at you. Unless you do something to piss me off.
Well, would you like to spin the knife in that case? Or is there anything else?
Yeah, sure. No, here, I'll do it. And I just kind of go and just give that shit a spin.
It landed on Dr. Arkham.
My name is Dr. Tim Arkham. Around about the late 80s, I believe it was, my younger brother ran out on the rest of the family, probably for the best, and I didn't see him for a long time. Around about that time, he also broke a little bit of the old family code and decided to have himself a youngin'. Something happened to him. Around about 2015, from what we understand, Charlie's father, James Arkham, was driving down a dusty mountain trail, stopped his car, and then somehow fell 8 feet and landed next to his own car. I got a letter that said, "Brother, my brother, Jim the Bruiser, former boxer, Charlie's father." That's why I insisted that he come with me. He deserves to know too. Ever since, I've been researching creatures. How to kill them, how to find them, how to keep track of them. But most of all, trying to keep him safe and keep the rest of the world safer.
So you say... Oh, sorry, are you still going?
And Charlie is, during him saying this, has just been already packing all of his stuff onto the... Just putting his stuff away, packing it all in. He's already going to sleep. And he opens the crate and lets out a medium-sized black Schipperke. Ziggy. And he points to everyone around. Be good with them. And then he points at the dog bed. Right there, Ziggy.
Did you draw the dog at all?
Jerry pets the dog.
I forgot about drawing the dog.
Do you want
He is
to...
soft and pettable.
You want to just bring up a random image of whatever the type of dog this is? Or do you want to hold off for time?
I'll probably hold off for now. But just so I can say that next time there will be a portrait illustration of the dog. Now.
All right. In that case, Virgil will ask, so how much do you know about these the creatures of the night? Do you know anything about how they work?
Sometimes I probably know too much.
Well, be careful not to say any particular names out in public, as you never know when they might hear them. Does he talk?
My name's pretty famous. Charlie?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a pretty quiet kid. He's a bit shy.
Will it be dangerous for him?
He's a brave kid. Braver than he might look. He's willing to help, and he wants to know just as much as I do. If there's points where I might not need to bring him along, there might be, but it's hard to say. And he motions his cane a little. I can't always carry everything I need on me.
Can he defend himself?
As good as I can. If anything, I was gonna tune him in with the rest of the old family business. Once he started getting it to about 21.
Wait, how old did you say he was? Or did you already say how old he was?
I believe he's 17.
Oh, alright. Okay, I thought he was like 14. Alright then. Okay, and I believe that just leaves you. I'm gonna pick up the knife and point it at 7. I think we went through everybody else.
We haven't went through Zach.
All right, I'm gonna spin it again.
It lands
Or
on
no,
Zach.
I mean Arkham will spin it again.
As Arkham spins it, it lands on Zach.
Oh,
I
me?
see.
Oh, okay. Hi, my name is Zachary. Zachary Lee. You can call me Zach. You probably know me as Urbex Vibes on YouTube.
No.
Oh.
I'll remember to subscribe.
I know him.
Oh, really?
Charlie's hand just sort of reaches out and he gives him a thumbs up.
And Zach just shoots Charlie a thumbs up back.
Wait, actually, I'm curious. Is Noir talking on behalf of Charlie, or will AC talk on behalf of Charlie whenever Charlie does talk?
Is the bit Charlie's kind of mute?
The Charlie's kind of what?
Mute? Like, not fully, but like, I get the impression Charlie doesn't say anything.
Oh, he's shy around folk he don't know. It's not off. We tend to live pretty solitary lives, us Arkhams, for moderately good reasons, but he just needs some time to acclimate. I'm sure he'll speak up more. He's also pretty tuckered out. He's not used to hiking this much.
Anyway, continue on. Zach. Wait, shit. Was it Zach?
Zach, it was.
Yeah, I was on something else. All right, go ahead.
So, you guys probably heard about me on the news. Because I kind of got attacked by some thing that I saw on my camera.
Oh, I did hear something about that.
Yeah, I was like a weird guy with like a weird teeth. He broke into my house and what a rabbit! He would have completely demolished me too if I didn't have if I wasn't a medieval weapons collector.
Whenever being a nerd saves your life.
You're a medieval weapons collector?
That is a wildly convenient thing to be into for your profession.
Well, it might be a hobby.
Yeah, it is a hobby. I just like swords.
It isn't a far-fetched hobby, however, it is very odd.
That's not that odd. Some people like swords.
Well, either way, I had to go to court for that. Thank God for Florida's stand your ground laws. The only good thing about that damn state. And yeah, like killing that thing, it felt like if I didn't do anything, it would have hurt more people. Does that make any sense?
I think it makes plenty of sense. But just be aware, you're probably going to be in worse health than Florida.
Yeah, I'm aware.
But at least now you can fight with more purpose.
Yeah. Thanks, Virgil.
I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder.
As he was talking about his he was recollecting these events, he was clearly shaken.
And is that all you have to share?
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up the knife and then say, well, it looks like that just leaves you. And then I'm gonna point to 7.
Nothing really to know about me. All you need to do is call me 7. I'll send a letter like all of you, and my particular organization wanted me to come and scope out this area.
You're part of an organization.
Yeah, let's say that, we're a little bit of like a group of people that keep a check of things that go bump in the night.
Is that local, or do you try to keep it secret?
Secret. All you need to know is that I'm 7. I have no remaining family, no siblings, parents dead.
What do we call you on the street? I feel like 7 might be a bit weird.
Whatever name you'll hear when I'm with you.
Alright then. And then I'm gonna close the knife and then talk. Wait, do you have any more to say?
So 7's gonna, like, eye Virgil up a bit. Like, kind of like he has some bad vibes from him.
I'm gonna keep on sitting.
I'm going to assume that you probably didn't have anything really to do with the last thing this guy called us out to do, or if it even was him, assuming that the memory of that is still fuzzy. But I do remember a guy named Carmine. I don't recall a name like Virgil, especially an odd name considering its origins.
Well, I will say the bus driver did tell me that there was a prior guy. We could always use another guy. Does anybody have his phone number? Apparently, the bus driver couldn't get a hold of him.
Well, maybe it's good that he's here.
You're his friend, aren't you, Zach? I was heard. He told me that you guys got particularly close. Do you have him as a contact? Zach? Yeah?
I guess not.
Sorry.
I asked if you maybe had Carmine as a contact number on your phone.
Maybe I'll check. Maybe he checks his phone.
Does he have a contact number, AC?
He has a number, and the area code of the phone number would match Carmine's description. There isn't really a name put down, but it should check.
You want to call it?
I mean, I guess why not?
You call, and then you hear a voice. The number of this phone.
Speaker.
The number of this phone is no longer in service.
Man, that's crazy.
Damn, all right.
Did you piss off the wrong guys?
I hope not.
Perhaps we'll be able to find him if he did.
Also, wanted to add in a little bit of this. Let's say I am familiar with certain groups we should not name in certain public settings. I find it odd that you are Virgil. Or perhaps that you have a similar past to mine.
Well, I didn't really go into my past, which I will be totally fine with. Virgil's gonna basically stand up and then point the knife to himself. Because I actually forgot to do my backstory. One time, I was walking in an alley. I was very depressed. Life was not doing good. And I showed up in this alley unarmed in the bad part of town, hoping somebody would jump me. And it turns out I did get jumped. And bit. But luckily, vampires do not run off zombie rules. And this one didn't particularly like junkie blood. He started to vomit, he started to cough. I found some loose brick that was broken off on the side of the road and started to bash his head in over and over and over again.
Zach is getting increasingly uncomfortable as the story goes on.
And then, as I stomped into the head of this creature over and over again, I searched its body and found that knife. I looked at him, looked at the mouth, saw it looked kind of weird. I then started to run away, but I was caught by the people that are part of my organization, and they started to tell me about it. I guess they were tracking that creature. And then they told me all about this new world, and quite liked what I could do. And that's my story. And I'm gonna like close up the knife, it's kind of like a flip knife, and put it back in my pocket.
Well, that's certainly a story.
So I'm gonna go grab a liquid demon seed out of the mini fridge.
I really hate that name, by the way.
That is from Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines.
I kind of put 2 and 2 together, but it is the most
I love
disgusting
it.
name for
I
a
love
fucking
it
soft
so
drink
much.
ever, man.
It's so good.
Zach takes another sip of his Froggle, and he instinctively holds it up to his head and sponsored by Froggle.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
just
gonna-
I just need like Mountain Dew or something. Like fuck, this is.
Seven just shoots like Zach like a look, and he's like, "You're not recording, are you?"
No, it's just voice of habit.
And I'm gonna like say from like the distance, make sure not to record shit on the job. You might need to go on a hiatus.
I agree with him.
I would rather this not turn into a suicide mission.
So, I assume that,
I would also like to go downstairs and check what's in the storage compartment, our little smuggling area.
you go down and you check the compartment, and you can't really, really see what's down in there. But if you were to reach your arm, you can kind of get like a feeling of stuff down there, and you realize what is down there once you're able to go look further into it. There we go. So as you're figuring out what's in there, what isn't, it appears to be another sleeping bag just in case, a first aid kit, a couple of chairs, a potential microwave, a little microwave oven that's also down there.
Ooh.
And there also appears to be a weird like doll down there. Just a sack doll.
I'm gonna like look at this and like kind of yell out to the bus driver, "Hey, what's with this weird doll?"
Ah, don't touch that! You'll never know when you need it. But until then, try not to get your hands on it. Try not to be too careless with it. But it might be nice in case of an emergency or two. He then proceeds.
Elaborate.
No, not really. He opens the hatch and he drops the doll back in.
What's the doll?
Oh,
doing?
I didn't even pick it up. I was like,
Oh.
I Virgil knows like not to touch weird shit like this.
There's alright, then scratch that. He just looks at it. He's like, well, it's, all I'll say is, I acquired it back in the, heyday of my profession. And, I've only used it once. And, I'll just say, pretty useful.
Alright, we got this Dark Souls effigy. This Dark Souls 2 effigy.
Oh.
I would also like Virgil to go back up. He forgot and grab his duffel bag from one of the seats, because I forgot to mention that I had a duffel bag, and say to the group, we should probably take inventory of what we brought on us. And I'm gonna like kind of take out some stuff and lay it on the table. Let me see, what do I got? I'm going to lay down some rum, some cigarettes, a bottle of pills, a flashlight, my phone, and my knife and a pistol. Also a steak.
I'm assuming it's the wooden kind, not the beef kind.
Yeah, oh yeah, also I guess I gave myself a crossbow. But I'm not gonna lay that on the table, I'm just gonna keep it on the in the bag.
I mean, outside of my sleeping clothes, I pull out like what looks like kind of like a police-style snub-nose revolver that I keep in a sling underneath my jacket. A greenish-colored box cutter knife that looks like it's been a little bit used, but probably clean relatively so. I got my like nice kind of like lavender phone case. My wallet, which has a bunch of other shit. Well, I guess more of a purse. But, yeah, I got all my stuff in there for money and stuff. And it's like, yeah, no, I make a pretty decent income. Money's not going to be the biggest issue, at least for me anyway. I don't know about you guys, but and then other than that, I guess just I wasn't sure how long we're gonna be before we get some kind of breakfast. So I have a couple like cereal bars in my thing and a gigantic like actually gallon jug of water that has various not euphemisms but like affirmations that for like when you reach various stages of drinking the water, but a couple of them are just kind of covered up by like anime stickers.
Wait, is this a fucking one of those gamer subs cups?
No,
it's one of those giant water bottles that you drink throughout the day.
Alright, I misunderstood this.
So, the bus driver does cut in. You'll definitely need those later, but if you're going to stick around long enough to have breakfast in this location, then I suggest hitting up one of the local diners and whatnot. It's best if you eat in town. Gives you a good visual on the place.
Will be noted.
I mean, shit, I love a good omelet literally every day. That sounds good to me. Damn.
I'd kill for some steak frites right now.
Since we avoid doing the whole knife thing again, just do you want to go in order of what we all got? Like, Josh, do you want to go next?
Sure, I'll go next. All right, well, show and telling. 7 pulls out the gun he had before. It is just a generic ass Glock. You saw this earlier when we got blinded by the light. And then you kind of notice that 7 is carrying a duffel bag, but at the time you guys didn't really notice that before. It's kind of weird, and you guys are wondering how he did that, but it is just like you didn't notice it before. So, also, I got this, and he busts out a rifle.
You just hear like a whistle, like ooh.
Ooh.
Your hands on those.
Let's say my organization has some ties to the military.
Ooh, does that one do the ping when you reload it?
No, that's a weapon from World War II, and it would be very, very non-covert.
By the way, you should probably say what this is, because people aren't going to be knowing what it is on stream.
Well, I said like a generic Glock, and I said he pulls out like a M14 rifle.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part.
So, like, yeah. If you're curious on what that looks like, audience, even though AC is showing it right now, you can't just go on Google Images and type in M14.
Yeah.
AKA, it's one of the wall guns you can get in Black Ops 1 Zombies.
Yeah, I thought you just said he pulls out this. I didn't know you said the actual name.
I think I did say this, so that was fair, actually. Roll me out on that.
Just pull that shit like straight out of his pockets.
He's pulling his cock out.
He's pulling his cock out.
Is that all the gear that he's loaded up with?
So that's all he really calls attention to. But when he sets down the duffel bag that he has, you kind of notice like some changes of clothing and such. Various granola bars, and you don't notice any liquids either in the bag. That's also a standout point, but you do notice a wig that's blonde.
Okay, Raiden.
Mm-hmm.
Raiden, what?
Oh, it's a Metal Gear reference.
Oh.
Is that all of it?
There is also on the side of the duffel bag, you notice like a weird protruding area right there. And what will proceed to happen now, because I want to give an example of this anyway, is that 7 will take off his boots. He's going to remove the bottom part of like the soul off of it, and he's just gonna place a new soul on it now.
Oh wow, you're more paranoid than I am.
Well, when things I do can get Landis in jail for like 15 years plus, you kind of need to be.
You know what? Cool. I appreciate the thought.
Hmm.
And is that all that he is showing off?
That's all you can see in what is visible from the duffel bag that he has with him.
All right, we can't see like the 50 guns he has in his pants, like that fucking scene from Mad Max Fury Road.
Nah, he only has the 2 guns.
All right, in that case, Noir, what do you have?
Dr. Arkham holds up his cane, and he just sort of, almost just sort of generally hands it towards Zach. Hey, could you hold this for a moment?
Oh,
Youngin.
Roboot had to step away for a
Oh, no.
bit.
In that case, he hands it to Steph. Could you
Mhm.
hold that a moment?
Hold on a second. I zoned out for a second. What am I holding on to?
The
Apologies.
cane.
He hands him. He's trying to hand her his cane.
Oh, oh, cool. Does this
Uh,
have a knife in it?
when she takes it, she can feel that it is deceptively heavy, and it's not the sort of thing you'd immediately drop, but it's a lot heavier than it should look. And then he just sort of leans over and taps on a big box that's next to Charlie that he's taken out of his backpack. This is the old luck box. This has at least over 40 tomes, grimoires, and spell books for whatever I've needed so far to keep things down, and although I may not look it due to my stunningly youthful features, I'm actually not too bad in a scrap myself.
You say spell books. Are you some sort of sorcerer?
Wizard?
I'd say I'm more of a collector. And a doctor, of course. Just not a medical one, of course.
I remember some of the boys back in my organization talking about some guys who were literally like mages, but I wasn't 100% sure if they were being real or not.
Wait,
Well,
first
that's a different thing.
Wait. First you're telling me vampires are real, now you're telling me wizards are real?
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I just heard a couple of guys in my organization talk about it, but they're kind of fucking weird.
Well, some
Charlie, we can't tell him about the mummy.
well, you know, as they say, hell is
what?
real and space is fake.
You know Brendan Fraser?
Who the fuck says that? No one says that.
The wizards might.
I do like the wizards.
The mages might say that.
You see the bus driver be like, no comment. Anyhow,
You saying no comment implies there's more to that comment than anything.
I don't think we're gonna get a lot out of him.
So is anything else, Mr. Professor Arkham?
Oh no, that's about it. I mean, a lot of luggage. I mean, change of clothes and such. But I mean, I traveled pretty light. I've got a fire axe and the old lockbox, a couple other things, but nothing impressive, nothing big and flashy.
No need to worry about
I have to
space.
carry it with me.
Wait, did the bus driver come back up?
No, you guys are back down because you're all storing your shit.
I thought we were putting the stuff on the table.
Oh no,
No, we're like putting in the storage item,
everybody's
Oh.
packing their stuff up in the compartments.
Okay.
I'm guessing I'm next.
Yes. What do you have, Mr. Zach?
So Zach like puts down his like large duffel bag and like he zips it up open, and then he pulls out a very basic but well made looking longsword out of it with a sheath. Then he pulls out a one-handed battle axe.
Do you have a way to hide those? Are you bringing those on the hunt?
I mean, if it helps me kill things, then I'll have to.
What are you hiding them in?
Well, this bag does a good enough job, right?
What type of bag did you say it was?
The large duffel bag.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was like a golf bag.
Golf bag, duffel bag, either way, honestly.
All right. What else does he have? He has a battle axe.
Just one of those small one-handed ones.
Oh, it's like a one-handed Viking axe. All right.
And then he starts pulling out a bunch of other stuff too, like let me find like a a respirator. He pulls out 50 feet of rope, pulls out a headlamp, his GoPro. He also pulls out his 3DS and a gaming laptop and a very large water bottle, very similar to Steph's, but it's blue and with no stickers on it.
Oh wait, shit! You got video games? Oh goddamn! Hold on a second. And she pulls out her fucking Nintendo Switch as well.
Oh, nice.
We can finally do that fucking thing in Mario Party where you put the two switches together and shit happens.
Wait, I don't have a Switch.
Damn it!
Got a laptop though, and a 3DS.
I wonder if I can get.
Stay focused, people.
And
We're burning moonlight.
And one more thing, I kind of rode my motorcycle to get here. It's at the edge of the forest. Can I go get it real quick?
Yeah, I drove. What's gonna happen to my car?
Oh,
Yeah, actually, that's a really good question.
oh, don't worry, lads. I have the one other person I work with, real mysterious fellow. He'll be he'll be taking care of the vehicles, making sure they're all up to speed, and if there's anything that's broke, he'll fix them free of charge.
Well, and then Zach pulls out his phone and he shows the driver a picture of his motorcycle.
All right.
Yeah, my motorcycle looks like this.
You have a common rider motorcycle?
Yeah, I love it. I love that shit.
Great. That's great.
And he also shows off his belt buckle, which looks like the hold on, let me find it.
Which driver does it resemble?
It looks like the Deno belt.
You
Just the
are
belt
very
buckle, though.
inconspicuous with that thing. That thing have outlets on the back?
No, it's just the plastic.
Oh, they look like outlets, like plugs.
A little bit, yeah.
And is that everything you got?
Roughly, yeah. Also, this tripod that I carried in.
Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention I also have a lighter, but that's beside the point. All right. In that case, Jerry. Now, what do you have on you?
Jerry pulls out a set of brass knuckles, a burner cell phone, and a revolver, which if you look closely can see has no bullets in it.
Showed up on unloaded?
No, I used them all on the vampire.
That happened today?
Ammo ain't cheap nowadays.
No, it happened like months ago.
Oh, you just didn't buy more?
No, I've been
Bullets?
fucking running scared since then.
All right.
Bullets
You might
aren't
want to get
cheap.
more bullets if you're running scared, but I understand. All right, then.
Yeah, bullets aren't cheap. That's why I stick with swords.
I lost my job.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
I know a guy who can
Well,
supply some ammo.
Now you have a
Turns
new
out
job.
shooting someone in the back alley or work isn't great for the longevity of that.
You know
Probably
what?
not.
True.
Unless your job is doing that.
And
Oh,
now,
my job. Well, I usually get paid from YouTube, so I don't really have a job.
Yeah, how's that payment going?
I
Actually,
hear
it's
the
gotten-
ad revenue is really good.
Actually, it's gotten better since the incident with all these people flooding to my channel just to look at my other videos.
I hope you don't live stream.
No, I don't. I edit and upload.
Good.
Well, make sure to wait a while because otherwise we might get tracked.
Yeah, you got a point there.
That's everything.
And now, if that's everybody, so there's one more thing I forgot to bring up, and this will probably be mostly an introduction episode. What can we all do? What are we all bringing to the party? What skills? And I'm gonna point to you, Seven.
Well, clearly I have guns, so.
Clearly.
You're marksman. Also, close range. Slight close range combat with guns. Not to toot my own horn. But I'm pretty familiar with some of the things we're going to try to kill. I assume we try to kill. Unless we're killing human beings, but we'll come to that scenario a little bit later. But I guess I'll be your gunman.
Sounds great. Steph, what can you bring to the party?
Well, so twofold. Number one, after the whole bit with the zombie, I got real good at making making doodads, making doohickeys, gizmos, that kind of stuff. I can I don't know, use a car battery to make a shock net over something. I could turn a fire extinguisher into like a gas bomb or something. I could make tripwires, grenades, things of that particular nature. I learned a lot of that kind of stuff from like survival/prep courses after that. But prior to that, I had a little bit of a rebellious streak when I was a kid. If you need to know how to like hotwire a car or to get around some cameras unprotected, I can help you with that too.
Ooh, exciting. You are deceptively useful. And now, Dr. Arkham, I think it goes without saying, but you may as well enlighten us if there's what you can do.
Well, apart from being pretty healthy in a fight, determined, I don't give up easy. Maybe if anything that's a flaw, but I'm also one of the lead researchers when it comes to monsters on the East Coast. Charlie's a pretty fast and smart kid, even if he doesn't talk too much yet. And apart from that, well, let's say the whole Arkham curse started around about when my ancestor, Rutherford Absalom Arkham, came over after the Great Death in 1905 and founded Miskatonic University. You might have heard of it. Pretty big place out in Massachusetts.
I think I've read a book about it.
Well, one of the old schools, one of the good old boys schools. I went there a little for myself, if you might notice my doctorate, but due to that whole shindig he set up, the Arkham family, if blighted enough to not enjoy things into a late life, are comfortably rich. And I can provide plenty of financial assistance as needed.
Ooh, now we have logistics. Exciting. Alright, in that case, now Jerry. No wait, actually Zach is next. Zach, you collect swords, but do you know how to use them? And what else can you do, if anything? Zach? Zach, you there? Robert?
Agree.
Sorry, I forget I'm on push to talk.
Oh, yeah, alright. Alright, what can you do?
Well, I may not look it, but I'm pretty strong with the melee. I'm pretty strong.
But are you skilled?
I'd say so. I study the blade a lot.
Oh, he studies the blade.
You study the blade in the way that weird anime fans online say they study the blade, or did you actually take courses and fully understand how to wield the sword?
The second one.
Okay.
And a little bit of the first.
Okay.
I also like Skallagrim. Continue.
I'm also pretty good at navigating urban environments. Naturally, comes with the job of being an urbex vlogger. Oh, let me check my character sheet. What else I got? I also have this thing. He takes off the amethyst nexus, then he shows it to everyone.
Oh yes, I noticed that.
So
is it glowing right now?
No.
Alright, because you mentioned it was glowing outside.
Actually, no, yeah, it's slightly glowing, very faintly.
Oh, what's that thing?
I don't know. I got it as a gift from some friends back in Florida.
Dr. Arkham, you seem to know this kind of stuff. Do you know what that is?
He hands it over to Arkham.
Is he gonna have to do a roll for this?
Should this be our first roll?
Sure.
Thing is, like, we actually already know because of session 0, but we might as well play along with it.
So you know what? I'll say this will be our first roll.
And we can test out the, how the overlay works.
Alright. Let me click off of this image so it's not entirely zoomed in. Also, need to go fix something, because, there's a little, something. But anyway, yeah, this will be our, first roll. Hang on. Before we do that, let me type a little something.
Now, do the edge or perk or whatever, does that account for this?
Not yet, no. The perk and edge itself is something entirely different.
Alright.
There we go.
So what will he be rolling?
Let me look at the, stats really quickly. I wanna say it would be, occult plus, the occult would be the skill, and the attribute would be intelligence.
Sounds about right.
Difficulty 4.
So true, creature.
Oh wait, actually, so you're doing this on your phone right now, right, Nora? How is this gonna be difficult for you to do?
That is what I'm figuring out now. And you said the difficulty is 4?
Correct.
Okay.
I
think that is something.
What about you,
Now,
Buster?
did I roll this correctly?
Alright, what you would be rolling would be, so do you know your dots and your skills?
Yes, I counted up all 5 of them.
Yeah, that would be the amount.
Wait, just checking. You say, dots and skills. So did you do attribute and skill?
I'm about to say attribute and skill.
Yes.
Oh, okay, and you got, okay, and it's a total of 5. Alright. In that case, that's a failure, so I'm gonna ask the bus driver if he can recognize it.
Certainly looks like a crystal.
The bus driver takes a look at it. It's vaguely familiar. This was never my field of work, but I realize I can kind of get the grasp on its purpose. It's it appears to be a tracking stone. It, picks out a certain area, and it, reacts to it if there's a specific, bad vibe there, if you get my meaning. Though it's not as specific as some, tech. Oh?
So basically, it starts glowing whenever it detects any freaks around.
Right. And it is a... Right.
I wonder if it has to be seriously supernatural, or if it can even detect ghouls.
Unfortunately...
I guess you guys wouldn't know what a ghoul is, or if it can detect humans with supernatural powers.
Well, here's the thing. A crystal of that size Unfortunately, when it comes to a ghoul's presence, it's a little diluted. Meaning that, they're a little bit trickier to, almost impossible to find. It usually requires a stronger presence, like a vampire himself, or themselves, or a werewolf, or a whole creature, not a bastard that is slightly dabbling in the taste of it, and a slight shot of its power.
I'm gonna ask Zach how bright it can get.
Well, I only got this recently. I guess this is the brightest I've ever seen it glow so far.
You should probably hide it. It might be conspicuous to see in like a crowded area. Who knows how many times it'll be glowing out in a crowd.
Good point. And then he puts the necklace back on. He just hides it under his shirt.
Yeah, you could probably put some like cloth around it or something maybe. I'm not sure if it's bright enough to shine through the shirt or not. Anyway, so Jerry, what can you do?
I like that, like, I can take a punch. I don't know, been in a lot of fights.
I also need to get closer to this mic. I bet I'm sounding a bit distant.
Normally, I can improvise weapons pretty good, I feel like.
I see.
And I take it that's all. So for me, I'm generally sent to do stealth missions, disguise, trickery, and hacking. I can get into places. I only do what I can. You'd be surprised what you can get into with just a confidence and a uniform. Pretend to be a painter, pretend to be a plumber. You'd be surprised.
You're one of those social engineering types. I got you.
Yes. And then, I believe, we're good to go off to sleep. Unless we want to go somewhere right now. But right now, I'm thinking it'd be best to get refreshed.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm going to take my bottle of pills, throw one in my mouth, and head over to... Actually, we should figure out where we are sleeping.
Alright. There's 2 beds. There's 4 beds in the bunks. There's a couch. And there's a sleeping bag. And there's also Wait, hang on. Let me double check something. I feel like I'm missing. I'm forgetting the
dog
bed.
is barking.
It's the wolves.
That's Nora's dog.
Why is there wolves in the background?
Don't
No,
worry
that's not the
about
wolves.
it.
That's the
Ziggy, calm down.
Yeah, that's Ziggy.
Don't worry, Ziggy. He hasn't been on a bus this nice before.
Can I pet him, Doctor?
Oh, he's fine. Oh, yeah. He understands you. In fact, you should probably all get a good pet in every now and then, just so he recognizes your scent.
All
The more
right.
familiar he gets, the better.
And then Zach goes to give Ziggy a big old good boy pet.
As it is that, it's like, right, yeah, there's 6 of you. There's 6 beds. There's the, well, there's more than 6. There's 7. There's another emergency, sleeping bag. So
I'm noticing this says fold-out couch. Is this one of those couches that turns into a bed?
Oh yeah, right. It does. It's a fold-out couch. It turns into a bed. It's for those who want to sleep with the canine companion. I made sure that the couch was as comfortable as a couch could be.
Well, I think I'll take the sleeping bag. I'll let the others have the comfy seats.
And I'm pretty sure there's enough comfy beds for all of us, right?
Let's see. Okay, so there's 6 of us plus Nora's kid, Dr. Arkham's kid. So we got the couch. That's a fold-out couch, so that could probably fit 2 people.
I'll take the couch.
There's 4 bunk beds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and then one would have to go, into the sleeping bag for because of the 7th person, which is what's his name? The kid?
Charlie.
Charlie, because of Charlie. So I'm gonna let Charlie sleep on one of the beds. I'm gonna take the sleeping bag. Unless anybody else wants to sleep on the floor. Does Steph want to sleep on the floor?
Nah, fuck that. I'm taking a bed. I got a bed. My back's kind of fucked up.
Alright, in that case, I believe we can pass off to the next day.
They all fall asleep. And you get comfortable and wherever it is you're sleeping. The moon goes down, the sun comes up. It's midnight at the moment. So I figured it's like 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. You know. A good 7.5. And at the 7.5 hour, this would be when the earlier risers of the group can start waking up, and those who sleep in can probably go in a bit later.
Oh, Zach is unemployed. His ass is sleeping in.
As some of you may rise, the bus driver comes up, he knocks, he has another letter in his hands. As he sees who is awake at this moment?
7 most
Sorry, what time
likely is.
I kind of imagine Virgil's a bit of a night owl.
What time is it?
7:30.
Oh no, yeah, my ass is not up on my days off.
Yeah, my ass is sleeping past 12.
7's up because he kind of micro sleeps a bit.
I see we got the bed of the Dark Knight over there.
Cherry's a pretty heavy sleeper normally.
Is
Dr.
Doctor
Arkham wakes up at I'd say about 7:45.
Yeah. So in
Pretty
about
early riser.
15 minutes. So in that window of I would say a little bit of time comes up. The bus driver is here. It's like 7:40, and the bus driver has a letter. He goes up to Virgil. No, he goes up to 7, and anyone else who would be up, and he gives him a letter. All right, here's a letter. It's breakfast. It's money. Oh, money to buy breakfast in town. I figured if you were to, I figured that because we were investigating something in the very town, that if you ate breakfast there, you might be able to get your suspicions on early.
Fair enough.
And I'm gonna kind of be getting up, kind of overhearing this, and asking if he can put on the map where we will be first, so we can talk about our plan of action.
Right. He goes up to the map. This is the entire country, but he points towards Indiana, where we're at right now. This is our first location. It's literally right outside the woods, right in the town. Our very first location.
Ah, nice. Well, we can talk about targets after eating.
Well, unfortunately, the bad news is, I know there's strange activities, and there's rumors that someone I know of was kinda back, but I think right now I'm going after more of one of their associates. The only problem is, I don't quite know them. I just know that you'll know them if you look in the right places, I guess, but that's why I hired you. Just need to find them in the town. They're somewhere. You'll probably know them.
Fair enough.
All right.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. I'm the in character.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I think Zach's gonna wake up around 7:50.
Sounds like a good time.
As time's passing, the bus driver's being vague about someone, but is also like, he doesn't really know who the target is. He just knows that there's a target in this town, and that they hired you guys to, you know, look into him, take care. I know he's a guy. And that's all I really know about him.
Like a guy, as in a
Male.
person. Okay.
He'll appear as a person, but that's all I know.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry. Was there any defining features given to us?
About this one? I couldn't find any defining features. I just know that.
We're looking for a person.
It's not
Wait.
quite narrowed down.
Wait, hang on. The bus driver runs and he checks like the notes thing. All right, male working with him. Yada yada. Okay. He a big help actually. He'll appear to be famous. Unfortunately, it's never really consistent, but he always seems to be rather more of wealth and status. You know, one of those people that will have an entourage almost. Not an entourage, but you might see him and you might recognize him.
Oh, maybe an actor of some type.
Maybe. I'm thinking more of actor. It fits more of the description and what little I know of him. I don't know his exact appearance, since unfortunately this may be one of the more difficult ones because it's the one I know the least about.
And then as the bus driver is explaining this, Zach comes slowly shambling down the stairway.
Now, I apologize, but I do want to ask: did you say this was a quarry or like a target or a contact?
Quarry.
Alright.
And then Zach's he's downing another can of frog gulp. He's like, something about a guy.
Right. Also breakfast. I told it to 7 over here, but this little envelope has enough money in it to pay for a full meal for all of you. Right in town.
Pancakes.
I can't think of any, there's only one real breakfast only place. It's, though it's a bit rowdy. It's open 24/7. Hell, you could have eaten there before you sleep at midnight.
Wait, how do you know how much we're all gonna eat?
It's just, I know some things.
I assume it's just like a couple like 10s and 50s.
And like one of us could be a heavy eater. I'm just saying.
It's probably a lot of money.
It's a fair amount of money, but also it's a fair amount of money. Plus, I kind of figured some stuff. Now, there's a couple. There's a bar. There is a fast food establishment, and there's where I was talking about, which is the house. A house of chaotic nature when it's more later into the night. A house of waffles.
Oh, Waffle House. And slowly Zach is becoming more lucid as the frog gulp starts kicking in.
I've never heard anybody describe Waffle House like it's some kind of demonic entity.
Oh, I mean, have you seen what happens at 3 a.m. there?
I mean, yeah, but it's still a place that just fucking serves waffles.
Well,
And hands.
So is our quarry? Do you know what type of target they are? Are they a vampire?
I've seen him around at day, so no. Well, I haven't seen him around at day, but I've seen reports of him at day, so I'm gonna take that as a no.
Why are we hunting this guy? What has he done?
Well, he's close to an associate, an old associate, and this associate has become a very dangerous person.
Ooh.
What do you mean?
It's complicated.
I think that's all I need to know.
You think that they used to, and I just kind of make like a vague gesture that seems to imply sex.
What are you, 12?
We were
Ask if they
No.
fought.
we were never that close. There were rumors, but we weren't.
Ah,
Rumors.
by God, they were rumors.
Is the bus driver like Steph's type? Does Steph find the bus driver attractive whenever you say
No, but
damn?
I find the idea. No, but I find the idea of two guys getting it on. Ugh.
Like,
I
as
don't
in,
freak
like,
like that.
gross,
Oh
or
man,
like...
what that forehead do?
Ah!
You see, this is his sex face.
Now,
Oh,
This
no.
is the face he makes right as soon as he nuts in his son's best friend's girlfriend.
Damn. Okay.
What?
Jesus, there's layers of that. Anyway, so where are we eating, gang?
Yeah, I'm thinking Denny's. I
At the
want some
Waffle
steak and
House,
egg.
obviously.
I was gonna say, it's not like the Waffle House is our only option.
there's Waffle House and I think a Mickey D's.
I was saying we were gonna go to the Waffle House at night to investigate, but alright, yeah, we probably should go to the Waffle House.
Sorry, Mickey. Who's
Mickey D's.
these nuts?
Oldest chick in the
Alright,
book.
he just kicks him out. He just kicks him out.
Alright, y'all go out into the world.
Enough stalling.
Yeah, okay.
I assume we all equip ourselves.
Y'all get
Dress
equipped.
and all that.
I'm
And
gonna
y-
take my morning pill.
And y'all start approaching the Waffle House. And as you do, I'll show a photo of the map, and I'll show a photo of the Waffle House, and I forgot to get a photo of it at daytime. So just pretend like the night photo is just a photo taken of it, and not what
Pull
you're
up the
seeing.
just pull up the fucking picture of Waffle House like during the eclipse that happened.
What?
But yeah, there's an iconic photograph of a Waffle House during an eclipse. It's so good.
Iconic.
Is it like a
Waffle House.
dramatic? Is it like dramatic?
Yeah, like it looks dramatic as shit. Hold on a second.
Now,
Oh wow, that's sick.
actually, I might just use that image.
You see, this is
I
on the
prayed-
Google Maps. This is on the Google Maps images.
I pray to God that like the panel I posted isn't gonna show. It's okay, thank God it gets cut off, thank God. Because that's the joke I was referencing.
Wait, actually, I'm just now realizing: are people seeing the Waffle House on stream from the Dice
Yes.
channel?
Yes.
Let's go.
That didn't even occur to me.
I was thinking about bringing it up where it's like, should we just don't want to leave this as the Dice channel and like post shit otherwhere?
The Discord can only track this channel. Anyways, you'll enter the Waffle House area. I probably should have shown you the photo of the map to show you where the Waffle House is, because you know what? I'll just go by a quick little descriptor. So you go outside, you take like your route, and as the bus is kind of driving you to the Waffle House, you see some stores and bits and bobs. But then when you get to the Waffle House, you notice it's a bit more on the outskirts of town. And here are the locations that you've seen on the way there so far.
What are the red dots that are untitled?
Stuff that will be titled when you enter their areas. You haven't unlocked them yet.
Impeccable handwriting.
I just threw it together. Enter the warehouse, right? The Waffle House, not warehouse. Waffle House, right next.
No, if you wanted to go to a warehouse, you'd go to the business area.
Oh, I forgot to fix the typo.
Oh yeah, that's
Wait,
right.
what did you type up?
I forgot to fix Bleazness.
I'm not seeing it.
It's now canon.
Oh,
Let's get down to
Bleazness. Okay.
It's now Bleazness forever. You can't change
I thought you
it.
said Wheezness.
Anyways, we'll get to the Bleazness area eventually. But for now, before the Bleazness comes the asylum. for breakfast. And this is a very tiny ass image. Oh, I clicked the video on accident instead of the Waffle House.
No.
There we go. So you enter the Waffle House. It seems normal, but there's a crack on the table. And there's also been like a wet floor sign around that table with the crack in it.
I think I'm putting 2 and 2 together here on the crack and the wet floor sign.
There's also the employees are working like nothing ever happened because because this is just a day that ends with Y, just slightly extra, like 5% extra.
What, someone take a foot pill or something? That Zach asks as he looks at it.
So I'm gonna ask Zach if his crystal is glowing. I'm gonna kind of whisper it.
I've seen worse Waffle Houses.
This is the first Waffle House I've ever seen.
Do I gotta roll anything for the amethyst check?
For the amethyst check, this is why I have my my browser with the wiki on it. Alrighty, let me exit character creation.
It's an artifact edge.
It's the edge. It's the artifact. Alright, artifact. Let me click it. Artifact. You have detection for your perk, correct?
Let me check. Where is it?
Oh, I can. I have it up here, so I can.
Yes, I do have detection.
Cool. So detection is that with your edge pool, which I'm going to guess is intelligence plus occult, the relic provides you with a by default with the detection thing, it works like sense the unnatural, which sense the unnatural basically upon winning an edge test with a difficulty from 3 to 5, the hunter can detect if there is a presence. And it is so you gotta roll your intelligence plus occult, difficulty 5.
Jesus, there's no win in that one, but I'll try.
Okay, so it doesn't always glow in the presence of stuff.
7, 7, and an 8.
You should like zoom in on the Waffle House, by the way.
Oh, 7.
Like a crusty ass image of a Waffle House.
Yeah, actually, didn't you just grab the one of the eclipse?
I'll repost the one of the eclipse really quickly.
Wait, if he can only roll 3 dice, can he even make the difficulty?
No.
Oh no.
Also, wait, you can only roll 3 dice for this?
Yeah, I only got 2 points in intelligence and 1 in occult.
Oh.
The crystal fizzles out. But however, as it fizzles out, it had a faint glow. But what that seems to kind of translate to you as someone who's kind of used it is that whatever presence caused this is not nearby. So
Or is not here anymore.
Is not here anymore. So to give you some solace, there's a little bit of that information.
Well, if there was something weird here, it's gone now.
Hmm.
He whispers back to Virgil.
Or maybe it's just farther away. We don't know the detection radius of that thing.
No way to know for sure, and he just puts it back into his shirt. So who's the order?
So, sorry, could you go over what this wet floor and crack thing is? The cat was demanding my attention and took away my attention.
Alright, the most important part. So basically, there's a crack in the table. Like, the table's a little, there's a chunk of the table missing. And there's, like, cracks in it. And there's a little bit of a tiny one on the ground. And there's a wet floor sign, like, wet floor tape around this table.
Oh, it's not just the sign, there's, like, tape? It's, like taped off?
It's taped off, it's wet floor.
Yeah, that's weird. I think someone will be able to clean that up by now.
We were
So,
overstep.
Sorry, is there anyone, like, working here?
There's one person not illustrated, but a Waffle House lady is there and working behind the desk.
Hey,
Does
Steph,
she
you wanna
look
order for us?
normal?
She looks normal. She's like average.
Hey, Steph, you want to order for us?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I'll order for myself.
Yeah, no, like, I figured you guys we're all just gonna sit at a table, right? Like, we're just gonna order the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I've actually never been to a Waffle House. Do you go up to a counter or do you just sit down?
Yes, you can do both.
There's a table, yeah.
Alright.
I
There's
guess
a bar seating area and there are booths.
Yeah, I guess let's just go to a table over there. And he just picks out a random table, like
Oh, thank God, the
perpendicular to
bar stools hurt my fucking ass. Yeah, let's go sit down.
He just picks a booth right next to the wet floor area.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Waffle House. How can I take your order? The lady says.
I will have the waffles. I don't know what's on a Waffle House menu. I assume the waffles.
I'll just yeah, I'll take we'll have the special, I'm guessing. The super waffles. You notice that it's a waffle that's in the shape where the syrup is poured almost in the shape of a maple leaf. It is exclusive to this one. It is celebrating the fall festival that will be starting tonight and will be going on in the city for a while.
Maple Leaf, they're stealing Canada's culture?
We're borrowing it.
Ooh, we got a harvest festival thing going on. Sounds fun.
Yeah. It's
I'll just have the
You'll have the what?
I'll just have the steak and eggs, please.
Alright.
I'll have an omelet, by the way.
You know, everybody orders their food. They give her the money. She goes to order it. But before she leaves, she says, "Hey, she recognizes Zach. It's like, you're a kid, right? One of those younger ones? One of those internet people?"
How old is Zach?
Yeah, he's 25.
There's someone near, people your age, my son's your age. He calls him, like, literally him or something. I swear to God, there's a guy in here, looked just like Ryan Gosling.
Really?
Oh, really? Was he just here? Where'd he go?
He was here. He was here last night. There was a bit of an incident, and then he just left.
What happened to that table over there?
He wasn't what happened. He was up on the counter. He looked exhausted, almost stressed out of his mind, and after the encounter, he just left some money and he sprinted on out. He was not a fan.
Did he give his name? Sounds interesting.
I thought it was Ryan Gosling, but when he gave his name, I realized it wasn't him. Funny enough, his first name's Ken. What do you know about that? His name's Ken. He looks like Ryan Gosling.
Ha.
Anywhere else he'd be a 10.
Yeah. Son took me to see that one. Love that movie. Anyhow, the accident, you were asking about it? The crack in the table?
Yes.
It was a standard accident, but, this customer was a little unstandard. He was a short fella, larger, but he kind of looked like he was built like, the guy in the leather over there. She points to Jerry. He was kind of built like him. He didn't look like him, but he was built like him, if you know what I mean. Same height, same build, but different appearance. He had these pink circular glasses like the guy in all black over there, but pink instead of black. Very eccentric.
Very stylish.
He was, collecting some dollar bills. I heard the other guy at the table said that they were done, and he responded by wheezing wheezing, bragging about assault, staring him in the eye for an uninterrupted 5 seconds, and bam! Just obliterated the person. One strike, too. Never seen anything like it.
Wait, what do you mean obliterated?
His fist went through the head. It was like a jackhammer. I never seen anything like it. I tried calling the cops, but they looked. They just said it was an accident. They said it was a gun. They kept saying it was a different thing, but I know what I saw. Anyway,
Sounds crazy.
I looked into him afterwards, but after tailing him, but without him noticing, I realized that his license plate was from Ohio, and there's a letter about Cincinnati, and I haven't found his car, so I assume that he's probably back in Cincinnati.
Of course
Wait, there's
it's
a
Ohio.
letter. Like they left something behind.
No, it was on the bumper. It was in his car. It was in the car. It was in the windshield.
Okay, my bad.
It left with him. He's a very eccentric fellow, but whatever it is, he startled Ken or Mr. Anderson. But honestly, I kind of envy him. He was able to leave when that got hairy.
Wait, you said his name was also. You said he was also referred to as Mr. Anderson?
Yeah. He was talking to someone over the phone, and he was like, you don't have to call me Mr. Anderson or whatever. And
Anderson, huh? What a name.
yeah, it was weird. He was also apparently claimed on the call about a movie that was going to be recorded during this fall festival. Apparently he was dating the director, and could also had quite a bit of money. Apparently he also lives here.
Okay, out of character, you're just like
Scandal.
combining like 80 different Ryan Goslings into a single Gosling.
Yeah,
Are
you're
you?
like
The Omega
making
Gosling?
the Omni Gosling.
It's like that's the stunt man. That's Ken, like from Barbie.
Don't worry about it.
That's fucking. That's
Don't worry
like
about
4 or
it.
5
Me-
different Goslings.
I've only watched like 2 Gosling movies.
Just wait until he puts on the
Trust in-
scorpion jacket.
trust
Just
in the
wait until he puts the jacket on.
Trust in the plan. I have my jacket. It's my jacket now. Anyway, trust in the plan.
Okay.
There is a reason for this.
Alright, so what sort of meta clues can we take? How many Gosling tropes are gonna be involved in tracking this guy down?
Vote now on your phones.
The only thing is a little bit flamboyant, and yeah, that's the only clue that you can get met actually. Stuff I say. I don't want to slip and give another clue. I have a whole ass patrol path, but I don't want to reveal it until you actually hear about where.
Did
Yeah.
you try filing a police report?
On the pink glasses guy?
Yes.
I see, I tried and I gave it to an officer, and he like went over to the back corner, and I said, yeah, he killed the guy in one punch, and he described an entirely different scenario. He was reading it, and he put the report in his car while saying, it appears to be a moment where someone pulled a gun and shot somebody at the Waffle House. And they lied about it. Like, they gave an entirely different story, and I don't know where that report even is. I don't even think the station got it.
I think the cops are in on that.
This incident in particular, I think they were. But thankfully, and thank Christ, I think that monster's gone. I think he's back in his hellhole that is Ohio.
Oh, I hate that place.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so cops doing the most easily imaginable cop thing in the world is one thing. Maybe you should consider like talking to like a counselor or something. I mean, regardless, you did see a guy die.
In this economy?
I work at a Waffle House. I'm saving up.
Yeah, that's right. They are gutting Medicaid. Fuck.
Uh.
I can definitely
Let's
help
try
you
not
with
to get
your
too contemporary.
taxes.
I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask if you've taken our orders yet.
Oh, I have. You hear like I want to say there's also somebody you hear somebody like flipping and cooking the stuff on the Waffle House hibachi grill.
Hibachi
You mean the
grill?
flat top?
The flat top.
What,
The flat
are
top.
they doing hibachi with the waffle?
Yo, they got a fucking
Guys
hibachi
doing the
chef.
fucking onion volcano.
Or is
No
this
one,
like
no one
fucking-
gives a shit.
This is
What
bullshit.
is
I
not-
didn't know. I would have ordered hibachi chicken. Fuck the bacon.
I'm just
and
imagining
What
there's
the
like
Waffle House
I'm
is
just
this?
imagining that there's like a disgraced hibachi chef that's working the fucking skillet, working the grill at a Waffle House, and he's like doing the tricks, and no one sees him. He's just like he's crying.
It's instinct.
Yeah.
Like that one
This
YouTube
shit is
video.
going on in the kitchen.
I'm just imagining like someone said, one of you's like, it's like the flat top. He's like, listen, it's been a hard time for him. Just call it a hibachi grill for his sake.
I feel like that's avoiding him confronting the problem, but okay.
It
Yeah.
seems like this Waffle House is great at avoiding problems that they have to confront.
The hibachi chef feels like that character in the D&D that like gets recruited to the party, and he was like just a completely unplanned character.
we just barge into the goddamn thing. It's like, hey, you seem sad, wanna get in?
Now,
Want to kill a vampire?
now you're all like talking. He's like, you hear food's ready. Let me go get it. The guy kind of walks out, and she takes the food from him, and you see that he looks like he's got like his almost a fancier chef apron, but you notice that his eyes have a lot of bags on them. Like, it is like a very dark underneath his eyes.
I
Like,
know the feeling that guy needs Lexapro like nobody's business.
And then Seven stabs him for being suspicious, like in the fucking Session Zero.
God.
Okay, to be fair, I was right for doing that.
You were right, and I still think you were crazy. But it was a great moment. Anyway, let's continue.
Anyway, you get your food, and you're eating, and while you're eating, it's just, you're just eating your breakfast, just kind of thinking about what you've heard about, as you sit in the problem avoidance Waffle House.
So we're looking for Ryan Gosling.
We're looking for the
right.
I know
So-
we're looking for like the Omni Gosling, but personally my mind is still on the sad hibachi chef. Like that's like a little story in and of itself. That's crazy.
So we have a shorter fellow named Ken Anderson wearing pink glasses.
That's not Ken Anderson. Ken Anderson was just Ryan Gosling in a black suit. The shorter fellow was the Cincinnati person. I don't even know his name. Actually,
Okay,
wait.
so you actually met Ryan Gosling. Was he the one that bashed the head in?
Okay,
As much as this Gosling talk is interesting, where's my waffles?
the waffles
You
are on
in
the
front of you.
plate. They're in front of you.
I'm actually now
you know,
confused. Was there two people?
There was the guy with the pink glasses who broke the table, and there was the Ryan Gosling looking fellow, Ken Anderson, who took his food, saw the fight, and was like, "Fuck this," and just left.
Okay,
Oh.
so pink glasses guy was he the one that went to Cincinnati, or was that
That
the
was
Ryan
Cincinnati.
Gosling guy?
Right?
Okay.
Ryan Gosling, Ken Anderson. I looked him up. You know, he actually has a manor. He has a little fancy little house in town.
Okay, so we do have a lead now. Thank you. That's very appreciated.
Did the cops take the body to the morgue?
They took the body. They bagged it up. I haven't looked into that part. I don't want to think about the corpse itself. I looked into everything else I could, though.
Fair
How long
enough.
ago did
Probably
this
best to
happen
forget about this.
Well, at the very least, we got a couple of different leads, and you should maybe.
Are you saying this to her that we have leads?
No, I'm talking to the group, and then I just kind of turn over, and it's like, I do hope at some point you can actually kind of, I guess process this, because this seems a bit more unusual than the average Waffle House violence.
Yeah, right around the fall festival too. Shit's wild.
Where's the fall festival taking place?
In the Bleasness area.
Oh, the business area.
Okay, what's
do they
the
have-
business area?
Business district.
What?
It's a district where all the towns are. We always nicknamed it the business area, but we have an in-joke because some poor intern mistyped it, and we've never let them live it down, and it's been a thing even before I was alive, so the typo's just been here for, like, I want to say 100 years.
Back in 1873.
The typo's been here for hundreds of years, longer than all of us.
Alexander Business discovered the business area.
Was the Ginch there?
I used to be a hibachi chef, you hear from the back.
The eggs are good.
Thank you.
I'm
Recto.
Thanks for making the onions in my omelet into a little volcano. I know I didn't quite see it, but I know you did it, and I appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
So
Sauce is delicious.
We've gained a powerful ally.
You hear a loud sniffle coming from the kitchen.
wow, that guy's really congested. Or really sad.
Disgraced hibachi chef will take a mortal blow for you.
You get that notification.
Is
The
he
crazy.
is he wearing a chef's apron?
Yes, he is. He even has the hat. He got into a fight. He got into a fight with the manager about it, but he won. Long story short, the manager
what?
didn't. Long story.
What type of fight?
Wait, that's crazy. Wait, so is Mr. Hibachi? Is he the manager now? Like, is that how that works?
Yeah, wait, is Mr. Hibachi the manager now? What's
Mr.
going on with that?
Mr. Hibachi isn't the manager. He just wanted to bring his chef apron and his little cleaver tools here, and he got into a fight with the manager. The manager offered him the manager position, but he just fought to stay the chef, and the manager is sticking around. It's almost like a sad hostage situation where he's just...
I know I wouldn't argue with the guy flipping knives.
Well, never mind.
I will say, he's not...
Does the franchise owner know about this?
Is he like behind a counter? Is he separate from us?
Is this a corporate Waffle House?
A couple of guys back from my organization actually know a few higher ups in Waffle House. No, they're not checking in regularly.
This place is, little off the books. In fact, our current
Off the
owner...
books Waffle House.
Is this a pirate
This is
Waffle
a Black Ops
House?
Waffle House.
My character's like tugging her collar and like
Permission to use Waffle House's brand?
We do, but we were bought out by somebody.
Was
Oh
it
my
Ryan
God.
Gosling?
No. Oh god. Oh god.
What? You good?
I think that fucking Cincinnati fucker owns the place.
what?
The dead one?
The one
Wait,
who left.
okay, is Cincinnati the Ryan Gosling or is that the pink glasses?
Pink glasses.
Okay, so a local Gosling has a manor here, and Waffle House Pink guy has went somewhere else, presumptively to Cincinnati.
I'm actually correction. I don't think this is a local Gosling. This seems like the worldwide Gosling.
Mr. Ryan Worldwide. Mr. World Gosling.
He's taking a picture with a Kodak. Oh, no.
Now, so everything, you guys are wrapping up. Is there anything or anyone you want to talk to before you leave the Waffle House?
What did the bus driver say about this place again?
The bus drivers just never talked about the Waffle House. The bus driver said that he just had enough money to get food.
I thought you said it was like haunted.
The bus driver made a kind of a joke implying that for all Waffle Houses.
Like cursed. He could have called it a den of chaos or something.
He was basically calling all Waffle Houses like a bed of chaos. It was a blanket statement.
Okay.
Funny that the bed of chaos is a blanket statement.
You fucking you open up one of the doors to the bathrooms of the Waffle House, and it's like you enter into like an alternate reality. It's like going to the fucking Shadow World in Persona.
God, you should really watch Hunter the Parenting.
Good.
I will add that as we're eating breakfast, you see Seven eat his breakfast, but there is a genuine happiness to what he is consuming.
Yeah. So the hibachi like chef man walks out. He has like his cleavers on his apron on the ready. He has his chef hat, and he's like, I didn't see a lot. I just heard the noises. But if you guys need any help, just let me know.
Sure thing,
Yeah.
Mr. Hibachi Chef.
no worry
Save
about like
money.
this. The second the dude like walks out, my character, upon hearing about how fucking cool this guy is because he beat the fuck out of his manager, like just gets flustered
Wait,
and is
I
like,
don't think
hey,
he beat him
yeah,
up.
yeah, you too.
I don't think he beat him up. I think he just intimidated him.
I didn't lay a finger on him. I just reached for my cleaver, and that was enough. I didn't even
yeah,
swing
no,
it.
I mean that's still pretty cool. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, you're very nice.
Next week, I'm gonna have to have an illustration of this hibachi chef, aren't I?
Hey,
Steph, are you like
Cook, give me
making
here a minute.
Okay.
So Mr. Hibachi, now if you notice something is off about this character, you see on his nameplate, it says Mr. Hibachi on it.
Wait, is that actually your last
Like his
name?
last name is Hibachi?
Is his first name Mister?
I was born for this.
Right? I was ready for the. He had paperwork changed 3 months. Shut up!
Damn. Okay.
He tucks a $60 tip into his apron.
So if you get married, is your significant other going to take the
Yes.
last name Hibachi?
I will teach my child to make food like I do, and that child will teach their child to make hibachi like they do, and this bloodline will continue.
Are you
And Steph's like, oh man, I'm ready to start a bloodline.
The hibachi bloodline.
Let's go!
We're gonna like start collecting these guys we make up on the spot as like summons, like fucking Yakuza 7.
I will
We're just
say-
we call them on the phone.
Session, and we call
7
in everyone
episodes
as a
later,
ringer.
we're gonna come back here and he's gonna.
Impromptu information. 1, he has a vehicle. 2, you have spare
Character
sleep.
they ever gave a transponder to shows up.
1, you guys have a, I'm gonna conveniently give you guys something I forgot to give you, which is all walkie-talkies and like 1 extra. You guys have a bunch, you guys have some extra sleeping bags, but he also has a vehicle. So, there's multiple ways you can go about this. Do you want to recruit Mr.
You know what? If you're gonna establish like a bit character fucking rotation bit, just go full throttle with it and just give us like a phone number we can call him like
Yeah,
every
I'm not
so
gonna
often.
give him a walkie-talkie.
You know what? Yeah, that's fair. So, my phone number is insert phone number. So you guys have his phone number now. Mr. Hibachi could be summoned in critical events.
We're at some point we're gonna meet the Midwestern Yakuza who's like, man, if only we had some sort of hibachi chef. If somebody could find us a hibachi chef, we would help them out achieve their objective.
I think you might want to pin the road trip summon list for future use.
Oh, I'm doing that after this is over. But, you get his information, you unlock the Mr. Hibachi summon, and you exit the place, and the world of Martinsville, Indiana becomes a bit of your oyster. So, although I know for time we are getting close, but before we do, I do want to establish, is there one place, one of these districts, that you want to go to, right before we end?
Alright,
I
so
imagine
question, are we doing a time thing? Are we doing like the passage of time?
Is it theatrical time or is it actual time?
It's theatrical time, meaning
okay, so time moves as much as we need it to. All right. Cool.
Exactly. It's like
can we go to each of these places before the event?
Oh, fuck yeah, it's theatrical time.
Okay, I wasn't sure what theatrical time meant.
Time is not a serious issue that needs to be worried about.
Yeah.
It's at my
Time is
discretion.
fluid. Time flows with the narrative.
All right, plot time.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So, pick your area. Do you want to go to the residential or do you want to go to business?
Okay, so, well, I mean, there's still places to explore here at Outskirts. Like,
Yeah,
well,
it's-
okay, I guess not
Alright.
really. I guess
There is
like,
the
we
warehouse.
already went to. We did like, yeah. It's like, but why would we go to a warehouse right now? We don't have any leads to a warehouse right now.
Yeah.
I think the main thing that we should be doing is trying to figure out where the hell this manor is. So like if there's like a records area or like a town hall that has kind of information on this kind of stuff,
business.
that might be
Yeah,
a
that's
good.
a good point.
Yeah. So I guess the business area is probably
Wait,
up our alley.
So,
actually.
question: would I be able to do any like computer stuff of just kind of exploring the internet for details?
There'll be like I will say there are some, but I might make you roll for it. It'll be a lower difficulty if it'll
Like,
be
this would be like scrounging the internet for like a manor, for like a play. Well, okay, like you said, it was like a mansion, right?
right.
So it's like I guess I could like probably look up like mansions. Okay, so do we have the name of the guy? Is Ken Anderson the one at the mansion? Or
Ken
is that the
Anderson.
guy from Cincinnati.
No, Cincinnati man is gone. Ken Anderson is the Gosling.
Can I? So he's the one at the manor, right?
Right.
Okay, can I look up that name? Do I see anything?
You look up that name, and the top you don't really see like a bunch of stuff, but you see a weird top result. It is a custom website saying Ken Anderson, along with what I will describe as the most embarrassing nickname the most embarrassing profile name you've ever seen. XXR1ZZD4DDY69X.
I can't make out what that is. Like, yeah. in
I
my
will
head.
copy it and I will paste it in the session gen chat. That.
Oh, I hate
Oh no!
I hate it.
Did you want to click on that website? Do you want to find out?
it. Yes, I want to find out.
I say there's promise in that.
We need to investigate this name.
You click on it, and
It's on like Facebook.
Fish.
Welcome to the cum zone.
it's like a custom like website. So you look at it, and it's designed almost like a 90s website where it's like a black like background and white text that's like underlined, and there's stars, and there's an image of Ryan Gosling on the site, but there is something that feels weird about the image. It's under some weird color filters and shit, but there is something off about the image of Gosling in general, you know what I mean?
Okay, and I assume by Gosling you mean Ken Anderson.
I mean Ken Anderson.
Okay, just want to make sure that this dude doesn't just have a picture of Gosling, knowing full well he looks like Gosling.
I just look over to Mr. Arkham and it's like, hey, so do you know anything about? Do you think that are like shapeshifters a thing? Because I'm getting the vibe that this guy isn't quite normal.
So
I mean, there are many things that walk with the face of a man.
By the way, AC, they can see the other chat in your stream.
What?
They can see the
the advice.
that were posted.
I clicked advice VC on accident on the app. Thankfully, so you all have, so you're all looking at this, and he has his like suit that was described, and as you're all looking at it, it just feels like something is up with it.
Is there any sort of check I can do to like examine it?
I mean, I was gonna say, I think that seems like a pretty good place to cap off for now. Like this guy to this point ain't right.
and I will, and the photo
would it be
is
better.
all.
Sorry, would it be better for us to like get the suspense of knowing what's not right about it?
I will say before.
Did you mean to put that in that channel?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So if you notice, if you guys look at your secret dice channels, there is the photo of Galaxy Gosling.
Is that what we're calling him?
I just called them the first thing I saw at the Noir type on accident.
Okay, so am I seeing the tendrils behind him?
That's it. That's an abstraction. The weird,
Okay.
the blue behind him is a abstract filter he did. He prides himself on his graphic design.
Okay, so this is exactly what it looks like.
Right. The photos that you are seeing in your dice channels is the photo
Diegetic.
that he looks like.
I guess I'll do an investigation check, but not now. We'll do that.
Should you not be showing this on stream as well?
I will show. I'll show something on stream before we end, and this is the photo that we will end on.
Ooh.
Oh, he has a beard in that one.
And if you, let's say the final notes I'll end on is Virgil maybe audibly goes, someone goes, oh, he has a beard. And Virgil might be like, huh, no he doesn't.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
And some of you are noticing, when as you're describing him, inconsistent things about the same image of him. And that is where we'll end.
Okay, good
Oh.
to know. All right, there we go.
Alright, that's a good mystery. Oh, I like it.
Alright,
Like it.
I'll have a brief afterthought even though it's pushing it. But,
We can go a little while longer. Well, I mean, I don't know if everybody can, but like for a little post-session
Yeah, I can-
talk.
post session.
Yeah, I can
That was
do
Hunter
that.
the Road Trip. Really
Yeah,
scuffed.
sure. Yeah.
Like it. I like it so far.
Well,
It's
we're
good.
figuring
It's
it
a
out.
fun time.
I will say,
I like mystery.
yeah. Now, well, I will say, for my point, before I go one at a time, just to ask, but, it was really I know it was a little scuffed. Some of it didn't execute as much, but also, it was my first attempt at this officially.
This is your first DMing too.
Also, my first DMing ever. Also, Mr. Hibachi was made up on the fly.
Yeah, no.
I knew he was because
Characters that live.
I knew he was because like I could instantly tell like this is the character that we fucking either recruit to the team that was just a nothing character, or we spend like an hour on.
But yeah, I will say a little fun thing. If you guys investigated during midnight, which I didn't think you did, but I wanted to have it just in case anyway, if you trooped onto your character's tiredness, you would have seen how that crack formed in the table.
Oh, okay.
I have the script and the exact way it would have played out, but I'll reveal that at a later point.
Then I think Seven probably would have noticed it because I said he was micro sleeping.
Oh,
You
actually,
didn't say you went out. Well, you didn't say you went out scouting.
if you went out scouting, I might DM you kind of like a brief, not the whole thing, but a brief snippet of the rumors. But I will say that was like an emergency thing. Also,
Okay, then never mind. Yeah.
yeah,
He was in the room.
but also,
He would be on the couch, like kind of awake still.
you
like-
guys are on the opposite end of the town than the Waffle House.
Yeah, we weren't in the parking lot.
Yeah. Also, another thing, I think I corralled you guys just right, but I had an event to where if you guys for some reason weren't trustworthy of the driver and didn't go inside the bus, I would have thrown up a portrait of me, the DM, and would have just said, yeah, I need you guys to go inside. I didn't account for this. This
Jerry
is...
thinks this is all incredibly suspicious and would like to go home.
Yeah, and like Jerry says that, it's like an undead figure appears behind you. Hey man, I didn't plan for this. Just get inside the vehicle. Also, and
Just tapping a bat in his hand. Get back on the bus.
fun fact, although you could probably tell, George Langstrom's portrait was made today. It was made hours, but like this guy, I threw this together hours before the stream started. But yeah.
Is that your bus driver though?
What?
On stream? Oh wait, no, wait, never mind. The
No.
guy you're showing on our stream.
Yeah, Mr. George Langstrom.
I was like, why is he doing the like Obama hope fucking post?
Because he's running for mayor or governor of New York.
He's running for governor, and I wanted to do something like abstract with the colors, and then I was like, I fucking got it.
It's like I was like, okay, so is this a politician? I don't want to say it's a politician right away, but it's like I have a feeling.
I mentioned he was like running for governor of New York.
Well, that was before you said that.
Oh, okay.
They turned Kuromizawa into Obama.
He does kind of look like Kuromizawa.
He kind of does. I was trying to lean more to a comb over, but he looks like him.
God.
But yeah, I don't know why my brain's imagining like a little bit of like Matthew McConaughey. Like if that's the right, not Matthew. Is it Matthew McConaughey, the guy that played Rust in True Detective?
I never saw True Detective.
I never saw it. I saw a bit of like Rust from True Detective. True. Let's see. Yeah, I was right. Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, I see a bit of it.
He's not Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. I wrote some stuff down. But yeah, overall, I hope you guys like it. There's plenty of more very interesting stuff and dumb bullshit to find. Though I will say I was a little like afraid of how I'd pull off that mystery I did at the end of him appearing different to everybody, but I think I rushed into it just right.
Yeah, I think you did good.
Mm-hmm. You did good.
That was a good presentation, yes.
But yeah. I'm probably just gonna go from like left to right on the overlay about how people think of the campaign so far, starting with 7. Joshy?
Oh, I'm having fun. I gotta get more into character for 7 because I felt like I did break 7's character there a bit.
Oh yes,
Yeah, if it helps, I accidentally like when it comes to like the reading the script, I did a whoopsies because you weren't supposed to know that was the bus until the bus driver like came out and the light was behind him. But I had to do a little slip and I just said you were looking at the bus.
Oh, actually, do you want to show where the bus is in that image? Because it's kind of hard to see.
Oh yeah, I made it hard to see on purpose. We're going to see the
This is some behind the scenes.
Okay, so see that dark green right there?
Oh, that's where the bus is?
That's the bus.
The bus driving
I
darkness.
see, okay.
I thought it was like the moonlight shining through the trees.
All I see is darkness.
Dick this.
But
Damn, okay.
yeah. It was one it took me a minute to prepare. Hopefully worth the wait, and yeah. I'm really excited for it. But Josh, do you have any other thoughts or?
Oh, that's pretty good. I have to get more into comfortable and being 7 and figure out a fucking voice for him, but growing pains.
I would just use your voice. Like, you sound fine.
Honestly,
I don't think my normal voice would be like what I'm going for. That's why I'm like trying to shift from like different deep voices, but not like going too deep.
Oh shit.
So I like for like Virgil, I just use my normal voice, but then kind of like throw a personality onto it.
I'm doing the shittiest New York accent anyone's ever heard, and you're all gonna have to deal with it for several months.
I actually just thought it was your voice.
Oh, don't worry. Not the worst accent you're going to be subjected to.
It's Scottish and it slips into Irish sometimes.
And maybe we'll even get German at one point.
Who knows what his actual accent is?
It's like Tommy Wiseau.
I will say, one thing about the character introduction, went pretty good. What? I'll say,
You good?
I had a train of thought, but I forgot it. Anyway,
Should we move to the next person?
I'll probably move to the next person if Joshy doesn't have anything else.
Oh no, I don't.
Alright, so Robu, what do you think so far?
Oh yeah, I really liked it so far. I just need to get back into the groove of playing a character.
How are you feeling about being begone from your best friend Carmine?
I don't know how to feel right now. I need to get used to Virgil.
I've got cool new Virgil now.
Can't live
Tag your
without my
friends to
friend
totally
Superfly.
Virgil them.
Now you must find your friend. You must go on an epic quest to find Carmine.
I can't go
Also,
on
I
without
guess
my good
kill a
friend
governor.
Superfly.
And kill a potential governor up for election.
Write that down for later.
Visions of Cincinnati.
I'm not a big fan of the local government.
I don't
The
know.
potential local government. He's just running for elector. Governor.
When Zach was like, "You had me at vampire," I was expecting Robu to kind of break character and say, "You had me at local politician."
Typical politician, big cock, but no cum.
What? No, it's all cock, but no cum.
But yeah, do you have any other specific thoughts or any favorite character so far? Which is why I meant to ask Joshy as well.
Mr. Hibachi.
So Robu, who's your? Hey, Josh.
I like the waffles that 7 ate a lot.
Yeah, the waffles themselves are your favorite character.
Yeah.
So Robu.
There's a lot of development for those waffles.
Yeah. So Robu, who is your favorite character so far?
Hibachi chef.
Mr. Hibachi, the guy I thought of on the fly.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's how DMing is. I'm glad everyone liked Mr. Hibachi. I'll have to make an illustration of him.
How could we forget Wongi, our favorite beloved character?
Our favorite beloved character.
I love him. Wongi.
Their favorite scrungle.
Do you have any other thoughts about this, Robu?
Guess not.
Yeah, I don't really got anything else. I just really like what was going on.
Alright, Bone, what did you think?
I thought it was great, and I was excited to finally show off Virgil because we were planning this for a while, the twist.
Yeah,
because for the audience, I played a character called Carmine in our Session 0. And I will say, Carmine is canon. But what happened to him?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Only time can tell.
It was a bit of a throw off because I was ready to be like more chummy with Carmine, but even though Virgil seems like the same archetype as 7 a little bit, it is a bit funny that I played him almost standoffish with Virgil.
So here's the thing: whenever because Carmine was so I'm gonna try to avoid revealing too much, but Carmine was a bit of a last minute thing before we did our Session 0. And so whenever I saw you, like your character, Joshy, I was like, shit, this is kind of something like my character.
I think it's fine having two characters
But
because
we have enough difference because you're not too secretive, whereas my guy is very secretive.
Well, no, 7 is supposed to be secretive. Like that's the part I need to nail down. It's just that he doesn't have much to be secretive about.
yeah. And I guess also the difference is I feel like having them being similar also can lead to them not inherently having some standoff moments and could lead to some interesting dramas.
Yeah, maybe we have different ways about doing the job, or maybe we'll get along great. And by the way, I'll show off some of the concept art that I made. This is gonna be very low res because I just took a screenshot. This is what I gave AC to work with. And you want to show them this compared to the one you drew?
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of JC Denton a bit.
So I had a few references for this, but one of the main ones is this one guy called Gent or something on the Gent or something like that on YouTube. He's like a music man. But yeah, this is kind of like the guy I made. And this is his interpretation.
I didn't think about it, but I did buff his glasses a little bit.
I noticed that, but I thought, that's fine too.
It is very funny that I brought up like my sunglasses, and I thought I would be the only one, and Mia Bone came to the party wearing similar glasses. The only difference is that my character's eyes are more visible underneath the glasses.
Also, yours is
See, your-
squarish and his is circular. I made sure to have some visual difference between your sunglasses.
I just find it funny because it's like we're under the same umbrella, but we're very different, and you can tell us apart pretty easily.
The funny thing is, like, this is actually the first character I made, and I think we came up with like, I think we decided to use Carmine as like the week before session 0. Oh, hello, we hear it.
Test.
My shit got crashed a little bit.
Oh.
Oh, let me get off of push to talk.
Swing Budo.
Wait, this is.
There we go.
I heard you fine before.
Oh no, it's just like now that we're not streaming anymore.
Oh no, we're streaming. This is the afterthoughts. This is the after party.
Shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so what? So I'm curious. At what point did something seem off? Did we keep the ruse going the entire time until the photo showed up? Was it the part where he said like wearing all black? Because me and AC kind of rehearsed this.
I mean, like, I kind of had a feeling something was like up, almost like, how do I say this? Instantly, because of like how much like build up that Carmine was gonna get. So I was like, or your character, I guess, because it's like, you know, it's really weird that there's gonna be this massive build up for this fucking nerd.
Yeah, I was like, that was part of the
though.
excitement, because I was like, okay, this is probably gonna be like a weird amount. By the way, AC, do you want to show what Carmine looks like, or do you want to keep it, or do you want to hold off for a while?
What Carmine looks like?
Yeah, just for the audience.
Let me go grab him because his file name is not Carmine because he was an example character. I originally, he was a character I thought of for in case I played Hunter, and
he was to show off how the mechanics work, basically.
And here is the illustration I threw together of him.
And so basically how I played this character in our session 0 was I kind of was inspired by John Carmack. So I believe I named him like John Carmine or something, where he was a hobbyist, like demolitions, anarchist cookbook kind of guy, because John Carmack like burned a hole in his like school window to seal a computer with like chemicals. And what?
It was thermite.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, since he's inspired, I'm gonna make him like a hobbyist demolition guy and a computer nerd. Like a hacker man. But yeah, I think you did great, AC. I'm glad we finally got to do our little twist, and I'm excited to do more.
Yeah. Virgil is here. Do you have any other thoughts, or are we ready to pass the baton down?
I think we can pass the baton.
So, Justin, what do you think of this so far?
I think you did a pretty good job for the first session. I like what we did. I like how you managed to effectively jury rig in a completely brand new game mechanic because it was funny. So yeah, no, the good stuff all around. Yeah.
Hey, what was the mechanic we jury rigged?
We effectively just forced in the pound mate system from Yakuza 7.
You can now summon friends.
We can summon Mr. Hibachi to help.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But to ask, so who is your? So you already said your favorite character was Mr. Hibachi.
Yeah, whenever we upgrade the place with a stove that can mysteriously fit inside of the bus, we'll call on him. Which, by the way, I do have nutritionist. I forgot I had nutritionist on my thing.
I will say.
I do want to say that I think it's kind of difficult to pin down a favorite character because we literally just started. But at the moment, yeah, no, the one that we made up on the fly was quite funny.
I do like him, but I also like the bus driver.
The bus driver is also quite good. Yes.
The fan favorites.
Okay. I will let you guys talk now.
So yeah. So that leads it to Sim. How did you think about all this?
I had a lot of fun.
Cool. Yeah.
I still need to figure out the rules.
I'll have to post some, double check, and I have a browser with the Paradox wiki
Yeah,
on them.
I have the book. I just need to reread.
Yeah.
You reread it.
And we did a whole 2 dice rolls, I think.
I will say, the Paradox wiki has a lot of mechanics, and it's easier to access than like going through a whole ass book because it's all in like one place.
You mean a PDF that doesn't have copyable text so you can control F?
Yeah,
the only one.
The jank ass thing, but yeah, website pretty the Paradox wiki has it all there. Also, I will say the reason why the bus driver forgot about the toilet is I forgot to write down the thing about him introducing the bathroom. So but yeah, other than that, so Sim, who is your favorite character?
I like the bus driver.
Was there only 3 characters? If you
we only met a couple NPCs.
Okay, so who you've seen is the bus driver, the Waffle House lady, and Mr. Hibachi.
You know, my favorite character is George.
You've seen Ken Anderson.
His last name again? What's George's last name again? The politician?
George Langstrom.
Yeah, my favorite character was George Langstrom and Riz Daddy 69.
Oh god, yeah.
From the what was he? The Gosling?
Yeah, he was Ken Anderson.
Okay. I keep on getting the one guy mixed up with the other.
Yeah, the Ryan Gosling that looks slightly different to each of you.
It's a Gosling for every occasion.
Yeah.
Are they all gonna look like different characters from different movies? I'm very curious. Don't share the images.
I'm not.
I'm talking to the crew. But I'm very curious how different each one looks.
Sorry, how much each what looks?
I'm very curious how different each Gosling looks to us. Which we'll find out in the next session.
Yeah. I want to say, if the one thing that I do want to say is I've seen somebody in chat say, "Why Ken Anderson?" I came up with that name on the fly, and it just happened to be,
as it were.
Yeah, my brain, I just like rolled the dice, and then I thought about it. I'm like, wait, also Ken, like Barbie Ken.
So what you did was you did that thing from the movies where they're looking around the room trying to find some object to be a reference for a name.
Yeah.
And then you look to your different posters of Ryan Gosling within your room and going, Ken Anderson.
I see, like the Matrix is like Anderson. Yeah.
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah. There's a reason why he was insistent on not being called Mr. Anderson, because of the Matrix. That's not a spoiler, it's just more of a joke. But yeah. Fun fact, the quarry for this one, God. The quarry for this first one, I came up with like 5 different ideas for this guy. 5 different ones. And
variations of the image.
One that won out.
Not images, but just the quarry in general. Because I was unsure how I wanted to go about making a strong starter. But yeah, LaRouche, I came up with them on my own. But yeah, I just fucking threw that shit together. And I guess that's the one thing but yeah. They're together. There's multiple like versions. I want to say like the very first draft, he was named like Eugene, and he was like an entirely different character. But yeah, this is the final result.
I think you nailed it.
Thank you. Does it look forward to next time when we enter either the residential or the business area?
Oh, also, actually, there was one more thing I wanted to bring up.
Oh.
A little behind the scenes thing. So originally, we wanted to have the emblems next to our like little license plate nameplates on the overlay, but we couldn't really figure out how to get that to look good. And so what we decided to do was put the emblems on the. Do you want to just bring up Joshy's as an example?
Yeah.
These are the concept art. We wanted to put like the emblems that we had associated with each person on next to our name, but we couldn't really do that, so we did on the concept art. And we couldn't figure out how to get my emblem on my image, so we just kind of went with making the knife, like giving the knife its own art, where Joshy here has his like little shield with the claws coming through. So that's why I my portrait didn't have an emblem on it, and we just made an image of the knife.
But yeah, also, yeah, I would. My main thing with the emblems is I wanted them to be there so when you saw the table, it would be a little bit more like, hang on, what's up with this table?
Yeah. Also, because we didn't really have a complete full body image for Steph, we just used her headshot. We did have a bit of a full body image for Steph, but it looked kind of incomplete. So we just decided to go with her headshot.
Also, I can untick the box now because it was mentioned. But there's a little thing where I was unsure if Sim wanted to be too quiet, but after revealing that his character is from like New York, I can now show the yellow text that says New York on the overlay. Because here's the thing. Everybody's nameplates are driver's license, not driver's plates.
License plates.
License plates. And they're based off of various like actual ones.
Yeah, some of them we didn't actually know where the person was from, so we just kind of went with a whatever design.
Yeah, and for I wanted for Seven and Virgil, I wanted them to be nondescript because of the way their characters are, so I just kind of made them nondescript, nothing too special.
Okay, so I'm just gonna be perfectly frank. I got a DM from someone asking, wait, why is yours blank? And I brought up Virgil, and they're like, oh wait, hold up, the color's a bit more unique for them though.
Oh.
The colors we just kind of were just looking through various license plates, and we thought, oh, this would look cool for this person. This would look cool for this person.
I might spice up your license plate. Maybe even after stream you can like customize it yourself.
The only thing that's really worth spicing up is that I would say 7 should be in quotations.
That's a cool idea.
That's a cool idea.
So like for Steph, we AC made it like a kind of like a city kind of like design, because some license plates will have like a city kind of silhouetted on it. Ooh, excuse me.
Even give
I'm not sure how many people here actually saw their license plates, but that's on the overlay.
It's look to see it, yeah.
I'm gonna actually go to your Twitch. I should see what this looks like. I haven't actually looked at the Twitch today. You're AC Denton on Twitch, right?
The AC Denton. Though if you type AC Denton, you will find me.
Okay, I found somebody. I typed it into Google, and the first result was the Dent, the _Dent.
Oh, I would say it's Yeah.
Okay, I found you. You know what? I should go on to the stream to buff out those numbers. Get you higher up on there.
Yeah. I guess like one other thing I do want to say is I'm looking forward to showing off more of the NPCs and
I forgot that you made a Roboot's license plate have like the Florida state on it. Yeah, for those wondering, I posted in the Discord what it looks like.
Oh, nice. I like this.
So,
I like the license plate.
By the way, everyone can see everything we post in that corner.
Yeah.
I do think we should probably be a bit more tighter of where we should put shit.
Yeah.
There should be only the dice channel, maybe.
Yeah, we should probably just make a dice channel and
I'll
just use. Yeah, we could probably do that. We could probably just keep this be the normal chat since we already have a bunch of normal chatting in it.
This is the first one, so I think we ironed it out. But I think we're gonna probably just use dice rolls for here.
Now you can't see our secrets, chat.
They're
mine. They're all my secrets.
I find
but
it really funny that Zach is sitting next to Seven, considering he's got all the cameras on him.
I guess one thing I am pretty yeah, is that the placements were unintentional.
I saw that Kazuya Joshi that you posted in Dice Roll.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah. Also, I will say I had the soundtrack for this intro alone, and it was like a little less than the main one. And I learned, you know what? When on the main one, it'll need to go further beyond with the list of tracks and whatnot. But yeah, a little bit rough. I think I ironed it out near the end though. But that was the first campaign. I'm glad everybody
Session.
Wait, you go.
No, I said session. You said campaign.
Session.
It was a really fast campaign.
Yeah, I was say I hope everybody enjoyed the first session of my campaign. It's gonna be a bit longer, a bit different. And yeah, I hope everybody can. I hope we can. Yeah, hope that we can pull this off consistently. I hope it sticks around. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
Next week or the week after, we might have something new to share, depending on my workflow and AC's.
Yeah. There's also that.
For this campaign explicitly.
This campaign exclusively, yeah. It's gonna be pretty cool. I'll say. But yeah, that was
only one way to see it, and that's by tuning in.
And this is the first episode of Hunter, the road trip. And it'll be streaming on Twitch and YouTube like now, but the cool thing about YouTube is that YouTube actually cares about archival. So
now, question though, where can they find anybody else with social media to shill?
Joshie, what's your social medias?
Hey, you probably saw Digital Joshie, one word, all together. Tweet out about this maybe or not. That being stated, yes, just type in Digital Joshie, you will find me almost immediately. I tested it. It's kind of funny that I'm the only Digital Joshie.
All right, Justin, where can they find you? Oh no, you there? Oh, they're muted. Okay, well you can find Justin at Orange. No, wait, it's and Orange.
Here.
Okay, cool.
It's
do your thing.
Just and Orange, like ANN, and then the O in Orange is a 0. That's it.
I don't have social media.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else has it. Well, I mean, Noir, where can they read your literature?
Check out the Saga Song of Beaglesaurus on Archive of Our Own. There are now 3 wonderful novels available for your perusal.
I actually tested it out, and apparently you cannot find me by just searching Digital Joshie because it lands you fucking nothing. Just go on Twitter and look for my fucking ads, or you can look at AC's follow list or following your followers.
And be sure to smash that bell.
Exactly.
But on YouTube, you probably will find me by just typing in Digital Joshie on YouTube.
Like that smash button, follow that, subscribe.
Were you about to say like that Smash Brother?
No. I think I was about to say brother.
Super Smash Brothers Melee.
Occasionally clad brother.
You see, the funny thing is about that intro is that it's supposed to be Smash Brothers Melee, but it really sounds like he's screaming melee.
That's what AC says. He says melee like a weirdo.
I mean, no, I used to say it too until I heard the word melee and went, "Oh, it's pronounced melee." Okay.
Yeah, that's the right one.
I've been
I've only
No,
ever heard
like
it
how
pronounced
fucking-
melee.
Like how crunched it is in Smash Brothers. It sounds like he's screaming melee.
So what I've heard, like, it sounded like melee to me, but he says it in like a weird way where it's like ambiguous.
Melee?
I think he says melee,
Your
actually.
game and watch.
Doesn't he say like melee?
It sounds like he's saying,
Bowser
to me, it sounds like he's
Jr..
saying melee.
Yeah, I
Even though
gotta
it's supposed to be
re-listen to this.
melee.
Break the targets.
Alright, I gotta know now. I'm looking it up.
After Bone gets this, do you want to end the stream there?
Yeah. I'll end the.
Because there might be some people who are like, "What the fuck? I'm here for the story."
Yeah. That's a fair point. Or probably not fair. Fuck you. Anyway. That was the campaign. I'm glad I was able to get that shit as ironed out as I could.
Sauce.
Tune in. Hopefully next Thursday.
Okay, so I just listened to it, and he says it really weird because he says it melee. It's really weird how he does it.
When it's super crunchy, it just sounds like
There's like an A sound at the very end, but in between syllables, he's saying E. He says like A for like a millisecond afterward.
Yo, AC, look at this. AC, look at this.
Before I peep this,
let's end.
I'll end it here. And